Do dee do dee dee boop 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 boo dee dee doo ba ba da dee dee doo. That's the song. You like that song? It's a really good song. That's a good song.
We should change it to that version.
Let me tell you what I do. Let me tell you why I'm so happy because good. Because I tried to told you, that Jonathan Taylor Thomas ain't going anywhere. Not because he's not a talented athlete, not because he's a good football player, because he's a running back. And no one cares about a running back. And the Colts aren't going to get what they wanted for their running back because he's a running back and no one cares.
And they should. And I'm starting a new line of clothing. It's going to be called #Running Back Lives Matter.
Jumping right into NFL talk. Give me a lot of NFL talk all day. Final rosters are submitted. The last round of trades are in. Football starts oh so soon. That is gross. To the Grandies in Indianapolis. I don't know, a Cracker Barrel. Where do you go in Indianapolis? You're listening to Two Men On 95.9 FM. AM 610 Esports Animal. I am one Van Nunley, co-host Manfred Fitzgerald Slow. It's a Fred Slowless Taco Tuesday as he is out on assignment doing very important research for @Talk ABQ Productions and the hit program Two Men On. Lucky for me, I got two heavy hitters in the building. Young Jake Cassio, what's happening, my dude?
It's been a great day. Let's just say that. I've been on this new kick of doing ice baths, and that's how I start my day. And I don't even talk about it. I'm a whole new person. I've been doing it 8 days straight now, every morning.
Okay, so Wim Hof in the building, right next to ice bath extraordinaire Wim Hof, is owner-operator of the Duke's Team Store right here on the corner of Central and Carlisle in the Nob Hill Shopping Center, Steve Palmisano.
I cannot get enough caffeine in the morning.
Same. I'm still having it through the afternoon.
That's why you guys got to get on the ice baths.
Well, see, I am an ice bath guy, but just not every day.
Every day.
You're rocking ice baths every day, you maniac?
Every day, 3 minutes, every day, and that's the first thing I do when I wake up.
Well,
No, I bought an ice bath online. Well, I have a bathtub, but I'm not big enough for it.
That's hilarious.
So it doesn't really work. I wanted an ice bath where I can go from the neck down.
It's like a barrel.
Plug right now, but I'm looking for a personal
Yeah.
sponsor.
Unpaid advertisement for the Polar Pod.
I would say so.
Who do you know that has 6 feet?
Probably together.
Are you friends with octopies? Octopods? Oh, like tall. Oh, that question makes way more sense. What do you think, Jake?
Probably sit in there. Because I kind of look like a prairie dog pounced up on its tiptoes sitting in there.
That's the cutest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Exactly. But for a taller individual, because I'm only 5'9", 5'10", depending on who I'm speaking to.
All right, if you're 5'10", I'm 6'2". That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm actually 5'9".
I thought that was a show manifesto or something. That wasn't listed.
Yeah, I say you would fit in there.
It says accommodates plungers up to 6'7".
Ooh, up to 6'7". Your husband can do it in Air Maxes. That'd be just right.
I have people there Maxes right now, actually.
Oh my goodness, how many miles you get in them?
I didn't track it, but based off what my homie I go hiking with, at least
Okay, well you should hit that quota for sure.
Yeah.
I know the problem though, because you wear them in the ice bath, Jake.
I don't wear nothing. I wear just
The water pressure. You don't let the twig and berries out.
No.
You don't count and change in the nugget pouch. Yeah, too cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wrap it up.
I want to make sure I can still out.
Okay, that's very important.
Yeah.
Jake is for the new friends of the show who are just becoming friends with young Jake Cassio. You're 24, right?
Yep.
So if you're worried about not having them at 24, we got bigger issues, my dude.
Well, yeah, I don't want just anything to freeze off.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
You know, I only do 3 minutes every day. The goal apparently is 11 minutes in a week. So I crush that by 10 extra minutes. 20 minutes.
You're ready for the winter.
Winter's coming.
You're ready for some Buffalo Bills football.
You're very, very ready.
We'll be talking
28 days, 2 days. I'll be there.
28 days later.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Do you have the top end version here?
Top end? No. I'm bored. I'm 24.
Entry level.
Yeah, I'm an entry level kind of guy.
He's getting there.
I'm old school. I got to go to the grocery store every day and get a couple bags of ice.
Okay.
Yeah. No water chiller.
So you refresh your tub every day with fresh ice.
And luckily, I live next to a grocery store, so I just wake up, walk to the grocery store.
I know you've got a lot of fans.
Yeah.
Don't say which grocery store.
No, I won't because the paparazzi is looking for it.
I've given away my address or my location too many times. And except for that one time, thank you, Janice, it hasn't worked out great.
Well,
Janice is a lovely lady.
that's why I want it in the future every 6 months, different location from where I'm living.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You change numbers that often too?
No, but I should.
Yeah. I've only had to change because of significant other one time in my life.
I have gotten close,
It was some Lifetime movie stuff, but in real life.
but I want a different area.
Okay. He's the new guy. Who's
305?
Ooh, where's 305? Ooh.
I want to know.
Bienvenidos a Miami. A lot of AFC East talk. We're going to break down the whole AFC East. We're going to do that in a 5 o'clock hour. Got some baseball updates for you today. A lot of stuff going on in the MLB. Good news, bad news all around. Some off the court, off-season NBA talk coming your way. But let's be honest. We're a week away from NFL season. That's all we're going to be talking about for 6 months. So buckle up, friends of the show.
I didn't even know
A lot of NFL talk.
That's how football moved in Miami.
Okay, well, there are.
Yeah.
The best one is in full swing right now. It's called baseball.
I believe the NFL season starts in a week.
Yeah, then it's going to be dropped down a peg. But for now, it's the best sport going.
I won't discredit that.
Sweet.
Well, it's actually week 0. Week 0 of college football already starts, so it's football season.
If you're not getting NIL money, you're being exploited, and I don't support it whatsoever.
I support young men going out and getting education.
Okay. None of these players are getting educations.
Some of them are.
Oh, the punter?
Yes, they are going to be the accountants of the future. We need them.
You're right. I mean,
The workforce is dying, and we need to rely on college.
Northern Arkansas Tech is going to have a lot of minors come out of there. You are very correct. Yeah, not a lot of pro players out of Western Kentucky A&T.
Yeah, now I get that. Oh, we have some sad news too. New Mexico players in the NFL. I got some sad news.
Bummers. Okay, good tease. We'll hit that when we get back. We're talking New Mexico when we get back. For now, we're going to gloat in all of my genius. As I told you, Jonathan Taylor Thomas was going nowhere because no one wants a running back. Because what's his name? That's what I said. I put his mother's maiden name too.
He sounds way better than just Gene.
Yeah. So Colts fans, put those teen bot posters back on your wall. Jonathan Taylor Thomas is staying in town.
Well, he's on the pup list now, right?
Cute as a puppy list.
I don't know about him.
All right, I told you that no one was going to give up a king's ransom. He is not Christian McCaffrey. No one's going to give first-round picks and multiple second-round picks for Jonathan Taylor Thomas because running backs aren't just worth it. Even an elite guy like JTT, you still can't get that kind of trade value. You still can't get that contract. Your boy sitting right here called it. World, I hope you didn't bet, A-Marie, looking at you. I hope you didn't bet on his destination, him going to Chicago or Miami, because I told you where he's going. And where he was going? Nowhere.
He's going to be a fullback.
Where you going? Nowhere.
He's still on his rookie deal, too, which is crazy.
Yeah.
No one wants that.
High first-round pick. What has it got, $4 million this year?
Yeah.
That's still so much money to play football. You have negotiate hard. Have a season. Have a season. Have the season of your life this year.
Yeah,
and then next year, get the big money.
Yeah, all you got to do is make a contract here and sign a big check and get that guaranteed. And then you don't have to worry about anything ever again. Unless you want to play for the board.
Like a literal big check? Like one you hold up, like if you win the lottery?
All payments should be a big check. Honestly. It's a wasted opportunity. We would know people could pay when they want to see their check.
And when, like, for example, when you go to the grocery store and get your 2 bags of ice
Yes.
for your ice bath, you would pay the cashier in a giant check.
I would need a lot of checks. That's $4.58 I pay every day.
That's the price of ice these days?
2 bags, yeah. I don't believe in driving the car.
You know what's not expensive? The grade A merch right here at the Duke's Team Store on the corner of Central and Carlisle. And yeah, not only is it fairly priced for the quality merchandise that it is, you come by today before 7 o'clock. Oh, wait, so when does the register shut down?
6 o'clock.
Okay, register shuts down at 6 o'clock. We'll be here till 7. If you want to, I don't know, bring us a sandwich or, oh, God forbid, a amber colored liquid. I don't know.
I'll take some protein.
Okay. Yeah, Jake needs his protein. He's working out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Bags of ice. Huge.
Okay, we're doing the 6 o'clock hour from an ice bath. So buckle up.
I've been thinking about
Doesn't that work if you buy extra ice for the next one?
No, it'll melt. It's too hot in New Mexico. It's way.
You just leave it out.
Yeah. Well, I have a cover. I leave it outside, and then it lasts. Yeah, the ice. I'm waiting for it to get colder, and then the ice will probably last. But that's time. No. Well, by the time I'm done with the bath, it's already melted. Or when I get out of it, it's like maybe like 10, 15 weeks ago.
Much more bang for the buck than bags of ice that Jake's going to sleep in later is all the merch here at the Duke's Team Store. We're doing 20% off jerseys today, 10% off of everything, and going in Van's pocket.
Correct.
That is troublesome, and I'm very worried. Let's sweeten the deal. What do you say, boys? You come by the Duke store, you give 2 men on a holler, you make a purchase, give you a free T-shirt. Hot off the presses, season 3 2 men on shirt.
I like this deal.
This is the deal of the century.
Wait, if I buy something, can I get another shirt?
I'm the creator of the art of the deal. Don't ask me any questions. Thank you. All right. When we get back, Jake has bad news about football players from New Mexico. Football talk all day with a sprinkle of adjacent and a sprinkle of some other sports. Have a banger of a program today right here from the Duke's Team Store on the corner of Central and Carlisle. You're listening to 2 Men On 95.9 FM AM 610, the sports animal. Okay, I don't think this audio is working from my new dongle.
You buy 6 bags of ice. 3 you use them. 3 you put in your own fridge. You don't have to like keep going.
I don't have a freezer big enough though. And so what I do is I have 15 water bottles that I freeze every day. I put them in the ice bath, and then I walk over to the grocery store and come back, put the ice in. So what I do is I have 15 water bottles every day.
Oh my goodness.
Put them in the ice bath.
It's not going off of this audio.
Come back, put the ice in. So what I do is I have 15 water bottles every day.
Can you hear it?
Goodness.
It's not going off of this. It's going off of my speaker. The new dongle's not taking it. It's going off of my speaker. This new dongle's not taking it. Yeah.
Service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center. The Jim Rome Show.
James Harden wants a new team. It's not even news that Harden wants out of Philadelphia. What is news is his newest method of demanding a trade. You got to give this dude credit. No pro athlete has ever gotten as creative at quitting as James Harden. And yes, I'm very careful before I call a guy a quitter. It's essentially the worst thing you can say about an athlete. Except in this case, when the dude is an all-time elite quitter.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
So hot.
Walking through a junkyard, each red car tells a story. This one, very sad. She had been drinking and driving. Oh, and this one, terrible. The driver was drunk and drove clear off the road. This one was...
and care for it is just me, and I strongly suggest you call On the Spot Automotive Detailing. They are the best because they offer more than detailing. Their ceramic coating and paint protection film can help you maintain your car and keep it looking new. No more water. And their protective layering helps prevent UV oxidation damage from the intense sun. And to top it off, they also offer window tinting services and a lifetime warranty is available. Visit otsdetailing.com for info. That's otsdetailing.com.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
With every other attorney out there claiming to be the right attorney for you, it's time we look at the facts. Lerner & Rowe has helped over 150,000 injured people receive compensation for their injuries. We've recovered billions of dollars.
You guys turned up.
I fixed the volume on
Jake and Steve are just a little low.
Interact needed.
Am I good? Yeah. Way better, yeah.
Multi-state settlements. Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Crow.
Coming back.
East Albuquerque.
Don't show up to work without a tape. Everyone will know. And they'll talk about you in the lunchroom over a ham sandwich. It's the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program, Duke City. You listen to Two Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, The Sports Animal. We're in the place to be today. Duke's Team Store, corner of Central and Carlisle. Get down here. Anything in the store, 10% off on Van's dime. Send me to the poorhouse by way of having the dopest merch in town. You come down here, you buy some merch, we'll give you a free Two Men On shirt. Brand new, hot off the presses, made right here in-house. Two Men On Season 3.
It's even better than the Season 2 shirt.
I mean, that's bold.
Yeah, I'm going to be bold.
That's bold.
Yeah.
The Season 2 shirts were absolute fire.
Oh, yeah. I get it. Good colorway.
You already got your hands on a Season 3. You were one of the first people in the universe to grab one.
I'm blessed.
You are blessed.
I was first in line waiting.
He camped out at the Duke's Team Store overnight.
I did.
To be the first one.
That's where I saw you last.
Yeah, that was the tent.
Steve Palmisano, owner-operator of the Duke's Team Store, joins us on the program. So Steve was the first one to let Jake into the store. Jake
What?
said, this isn't an iPhone. This isn't the iPhone 15. This is a 2 Men On Season 3 shirt.
What
What are you doing to me?
It was like back in the day where you had to wait for video game releases at midnight, like
Mm.
Halo 3. For anybody that's ever done that, a big gamer guy over here.
Right.
And those were the good days.
I haven't played a game that's not in a giant tower in a bar. And I'm talking basically, specifically, Pac-Man and Tekken 3, the only 2 games to this day I'm any good at. What's the new hotness in the video game world right now?
I mean, Fortnite's still around. Overwatch is huge. That's like it's a game with different kinds of characters. Either you could be a big tank, a damage guy, or a healer, and it's 5v5 and you just shoot each other and play objective.
Sounds fun.
Call of Duty, of course, always going to be up there.
Duty.
Yeah, Call of Duty.
Nice. You know, A. Marie got Madden for the first time. She's been
Yo,
playing
you got Madden, maybe?
for the first time in her adult
Yeah.
life.
What do you have? Do you have a PlayStation or Xbox?
An Xbox.
Oh, is it the new one?
I don't know. That's my husband's. I'm going to be honest with you.
All right. Well,
This-
we're going to try to play because I have the new Madden as well. I bought the $100 deluxe edition.
Oh, my.
My husband was very excited because some NFL players I used to podcast with, we were catching up. They were wondering what I was doing at Cumulus Media and with you guys and 2 Men On. And I was catching up with them and they're like, have you started playing Madden yet? Because when we were podcasting, they're like, you love football so much. And if you would just start playing Madden, you become the ultimate expert.
That's
And
how
I
you
was-
learn. Like
that's
literally, that's
yeah.
how you learn football is
They-
Madden.
Yeah, they're like, you're so knowledgeable and it would just like help you with everything in your life. And I never listened to them. And then I caught up with them the other day and they're like, buy Madden. So I told my husband, I was like, we have to buy Madden. He was like, really? He's like, okay.
Well,
So
you
he-
chose
he
the
was
best
like-
Madden to buy with the best
Because of
cover
Josh
athlete.
Allen.
Yep.
Well,
Oh,
I hope
God.
the
Of
curse
course he
is
had to
over.
spin it.
Yep.
I
Well,
hope
that's
the
why I
curse
bought
is
the 100
over.
It's been over. The curse has been over. The last person that was cursed was Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Which was recent.
That was like
Yeah, that was recent.
That was like Madden 19.
It's been like
Or
Tom
Hold on.
Brady.
There's different types of curses, okay?
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes didn't get hurt. He won a Super Bowl, but he's cursed
get
with
hurt.
Brittany and Jackson Mahomes.
He was already
Oh.
cursed with
That's
that.
worse than blowing your knee. You have
He was
to spend
already
every
cursed with
day
that,
with those
though.
horrible human beings.
That's a personal life
And-
choice he made.
I think the other one was Tom Brady, no? But after Antonio Brown is like Tom Brady,
It's like
Patrick Mahomes.
Tom Brady, Mahomes.
Jonathan Taylor.
Taylor.
Yeah. Jonathan
Oh,
Taylor
yeah.
Thomas
I'll look at that.
from last season.
I think that's really.
Okay, well, I'll let you know because I'm gonna start like messing around with it.
All
Tonight.
right. We got to get a ultimate team going for you, so then we can play against.
Yeah,
each
that's
other.
what I've been told that I've been giving strict instructions. So
All right,
You have
good.
to get a
Perfect.
login and a pass.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
looks like
I
I'm
am
calling
ready
in
to play.
sick soon. Looks like I'm calling in sick soon. I feel like it's an addiction. I feel like
Oh,
I'm
it is.
gonna be up all night.
I was playing Madden for the last 2 hours before I came here.
See, this is a
Ah.
problem.
So
You
it
can just
wasn't
play during the
traffic,
show.
was it?
So I can replace my gambling habits with Madden.
Or gamble on Madden.
You
Hear me out.
100%.
Live a
can.
They
little girl.
try to make you spend so much money on Madden. I'm like,
Yeah,
you're not.
it's
I was
kinda
like, you're not gonna
ridiculous.
get me. You're not gonna get me.
They get me every time. Same with 2K.
You could only buy the throwback jerseys, right? If you want the cool new kits and the extra accoutrement, they make you upgrade and pay more.
And for
Never.
players too.
Never.
Like if I want like 99 overall Josh Allen on my team, I'm gonna have to spend a pretty coin.
I'm just going to the dark web, getting the cheat codes.
There is a way we could talk off air about this.
Yeah. I want to buy. Where's the Russian hacker version of Madden? That's the one I'm going to buy.
I'll have to tell you about the Scammers
Okay,
Bible
it's
sometime.
off air.
Anyways,
Amy.
I'm
I'm surprised that Avery's
Um,
not playing right now.
She
no.
might be. She's
I
not
can-
looking
I-
at the camera.
Honestly, though, it's a pretty bad game. Madden 24 is pretty broken.
There's a lot of
well,
hilarious
I don't know.
glitches I've seen on like people like break dancing, and,
Yeah.
like spinning off into nothingness. Like,
Oh yeah, I had a
Yeah.
crazy throw the other day where it literally got knocked off 2 defenders, and then my other wide receiver who wasn't targeted ended up running across the field and catching the ball.
okay. They just don't care anymore
No,
because they know you're going to buy it.
well, they literally said about this Madden, they're like, "Well, this is make or break for us," and it's the exact same thing they've been doing the last 15 years.
Yeah, the least bit of upgrades you can possibly get away with to still sell tens of millions of the copies of the exact same game that it's always been since the 2000s.
And the most frustrating part about it for me is such a small detail. So it's the hair. So Jalen Ramsey and Trevor Lawrence have the exact same hair model, just a different color.
All right, that's super sexy. I'm into that a lot.
It's not any person that has dreads just has Trevor Lawrence hair.
So Trevor Lawrence's long, beautiful sunshine, remember the Titans locks look like dreadlocks on him?
No. The dreadlocks look like his hair.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, what does his hair look like? His hair looks like his hair.
Yeah, his hair looks perfect. They nailed Trevor Lawrence's hair.
Of course they did.
They probably spent more time modeling the hair after him, and they were on a timeline. So they were just like, all right, screw it. Everybody who has long-ish hair is getting Trevor Lawrence hair.
If the NFL has a quarterback who looks like the Easter Island statues came to life at a Disney movie, you got to give him beautiful hair.
Yeah.
So you're saying all the new bandwidth for this whole new game just came to giving Trevor Lawrence beautiful hair?
Yep.
And everything else is jacked?
Yep. Exactly that.
And is Aaron Rodgers a 99?
No, actually. I think Aaron Rodgers is like in the top 7 QB ranks. I just know Josh Allen is number 3 on the list.
I was reading about Madden's soundtrack this year, and a lot of people are complaining about it. And Madden, EA executive said, we didn't want Madden NFL to sound like your parents' sport. I don't know what that means, but I can't wait to hear what this music is tonight.
It's not that good.
Okay.
Now, hold on. I listen to the music of the youth. What do you mean it's not your parents? I am your parents. That's unfair. You talking to me?
Yeah, like what about us
Ghost of
old
John
people,
Madden?
Van?
Yeah. Like,
It's also like the last 5 years in all sports games, not a single song on there you can recognize from popular radio.
Because you got to pay for them.
Yeah, but it's the best. It's not the world's best soundtracks lately. Because it's either half of it being electronic dance music and the other just being a bunch of rappers you've never heard of.
Now that's what I call Madden soundtracks. Version 48 comes out last week.
I download every one and I listen to them.
On your title?
Yeah. I listen to the soundtrack while playing the game. And then I just mute the game.
That's smart. That's what I do quite often when I'm watching football on Sunday.
Oh, I have to
I'll
listen
put on
to the
some
football.
I'll pump up some
Well,
tunes and
obviously.
walk around my house and clean house and do work and just watch football.
People are really upset about the music, though.
Who are these people, Marie?
Matt, I don't know. There's a bunch of articles saying that the music is trash on Madden.
Who?
Yeah.
Long Dong Steve 42069?
Yeah,
Nerd.
Pretty much everything
Go
on
talk
my
to a
burner
girl.
account.
All right, we just completely skipped over this New Mexico.
Well, now we gotta-
let me highlight this.
Okay.
Well, no, we gotta go take
Okay,
a break,
we're
but
gonna give
after.
you another tease on straight up NFL New Mexico news when we get back. You're listening to Two Men On 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by
Clear.
Who knows how to save pros time and money. Right now,
Hey,
get
Marie, did you
10%
get
off
the
select
Duke
in-stock
song
Trex
emailed
Enhanced
to
Natural
you?
Yes, do you want me to come back with it?
Yeah, let's come back to it.
Pros. Offer valid 8/24 through 9/6. Selection varies by location.
Well, traffic right now, we're seeing more slowdowns southbound on 825 as you approach Osuna. That's going to last until Montgomery. Westbound on I-40, starting around the interchange, you're going to see slowdowns. That's going to last until Rio Grande. Northbound I-25 between Gibson and Central, traffic continuing to move slow there. And seeing a little bit more of a slowdown westbound Paseo. That's going to start at Jefferson. It'll last until the river.
This report brought to you by Quality by DiLorenzo, Lomas, and Pennsylvania.
The hottest things this summer are the financing deals you'll find at Quality Buick GMC on Lomas through Labor Day. Save thousands with 2.49% financing OAC on all 2023 Buicks. Quality by DiLorenzo, qualitydeal.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Jim Rome Show.
Brock Purdy cleared to practice without restriction. Very good news for the 49ers. Not so good for Trey Lance. So where does that leave them? Purdy, of course, suffered a significant injury in the NFC Championship game, had surgery, fought his way back. Is the job his or not? Seems to be a no-brainer. Unless he re-tears his UCL between now and the start of the year, it's absolutely his job, regardless of what they gave up to get Trey Lance.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This is it, gang. Cumulus Media's Spirits Week is finally here. All week long, we're highlighting our incredible New Mexico distilleries, one every day with awesome deals just for you. Today, it's Los Poblanos' Gin Distillery, Town and Ranch in downtown Albuquerque, located in the original 1940s Keystons Town and Ranch Tractor Supplies building. It's a great place to enjoy Los Poblanos botanical spirits, and the lounge offers an eclectic throwback vibe with signature cocktails and a menu of light bites. Ranked number 4 best craft gin by USA Today's 10 Best in 2023, Town and Ranch also offers New Mexican beer, wine, and spirits, artisanal market food, and lavender apothecary products. You'll love the quality craft spirits and amazing shopping experience. Visit our station website today from 9 a.m. till they sell out and grab a $50 gift certificate to Town and Ranch for just $25. But jump on it now, because when they're gone, you're going to be drinking that old bottle of cheap leftover whatever in your pantry, and nobody wants that. This is your opportunity to check out one of New Mexico's top-rated distilleries. Don't miss today's Spirits Week deal from Town and Ranch.
It's time for football and kick off the season with the tailgate sale at Frank's Supply this Thursday, August 31st. Make your tailgate a blast with a job site radio from Milwaukee Electric Tools. It's on sale for only $149.95. Need power at your tailgate? Of course you do. Don't use a noisy generator. Get the DeWalt Power Station and have 1,800 watts of quiet power. Buy $500 in DeWalt products and receive a tailgate table and chairs free. Free gift with purchase on many Milwaukee and DeWalt products. Buy any WeatherGuard, Connect storage boxes, or Warner ladders, and receive 2 stadium seats free. Need a canopy or water jugs?
I think that's
They've got those too. Pop-up tents and self-standing umbrellas on sale for only $199.95 each. All tools and equipment on sale one day only, Thursday, August 31st at Frank Supply, 3311 Stanford Drive Northeast. Frank Supply, your source for professional tool sales and rentals. Call Frank Supply at 505-884-0000.
It can happen so easily. A few drinks become a few too many. It's time to go, and you think of calling for a ride home. Nah, what's the worst that could happen? You get pulled over, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
The extracurricular activities, the traffic, the nightly homework, the traffic, the finding time to eat dinner together as a family, the traffic. Back to school can be stressful. Thanks to Ziploc, meal prep doesn't have to be. New Ziploc bags with Stay Open design have a patented stand-up bottom that helps keep the bag upright and a top grease that folds and holds for easy filling, unlocking a second set of hands in the kitchen. If only it unlocked a second set of lanes. New Ziploc brand freezer and storage bags with Stay Open design from S.C. Johnson, a family company.
It can happen.
Got 30 more seconds.
A few drinks become a few too many. It's time to go, and you think of calling for a ride home. Nah, what's the worst that could happen? You get pulled over, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. You want an exciting and fast-paced podcast based on the most popular segments in the history of the Rich Eisen Show? Well, you got it. Overreaction Monday, hosted by me, Rich Eisen, and my compadre, Chris Brockman. And every Monday, we're going to dive into the headlines from pro and college football and overreact. Are you ready, Chris Brockman? Yay or nay?
Yes, Rich. No holding back, buddy. I'm coming for you.
Absolutely what you need.
All right, here we go.
Reaction Monday, every single wait for it Monday, wherever you listen.
I'm Jeff Symbieta. Wednesday on the opening drive, what the latest NFL cuts mean, especially the local players, and the latest on college realignment. Join me and JJ Buck. The opening drive starts at 7 a.m.
Banger.
Hustling all the way. The Dukes are coming out swinging. Action on every play. The Dukes are coming out swinging. Hitting them over the wall. The Dukes are coming out swinging. Come on, Dukes. Play on.
They don't make songs for sports like that anymore.
They don't make anything as good as that anymore.
That was 100% made in the 80s, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Steve Palmisano will be playing that song from today until the end of eternity, as long as Steve Palmisano, owner-operator of the Duke's Team Store right here in the Nob Hill Shopping Center on the corner of Central and Carlisle, keeps hanging out with us, because that's an absolute banger, just like the merch here in the Duke's Team Store.
Love it.
You copped a New Jersey last time
I
you were here,
did.
young
I
Casio.
got the New Mexico United collab jersey.
The little hybrid.
I've worn that bartending a couple times, and I get nothing but compliments. And I always tell them, come down to the Duke Store.
Come down to the Duke Store, get 10% off. Send Van to the poorhouse. 10% off comes right out of Van's pocket. Not only will he give you 10% off, Van will also give you a fresh off the presses season 3 2 Men on tee.
They're still warm because they're literally fresh off the press.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's a true story.
Absolutely.
Also, if they're not by the time you get here, I will microwave them for you.
And I'll put it on and let my body temperature keep them heated.
Because you're not in the ice bath right now.
Yes.
Welcome back to 2 Men On. You're listening to 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal. And we wouldn't be here without our friends in the community, just like we're in the mobile John Lopez Real Estate and Colwell Banker Legacy Studio. We play on Team I-9. I didn't start my day at the YMCA today, but I did have a nice little afternoon.
Oh, yeah?
At the YMCA.
What you lift?
Got a little pump. Cardio and then bro muscles.
Bro muscles.
Yeah, the arms and shoulders today.
Nice.
You see me ripping out of this little button up right
Yeah,
here?
dude, it's literally the seams are.
I'll flash right out of this mother.
That's why I have to wear XL shirts, so I don't have any chance of ever popping out of them.
I think we're all safe. Lunch and a milkshake, that goes down at 66 Diner. It's usually Growing Thursday at ABQX, but since we're going to be hosting the YMCA Top Golf event this Thursday, and make sure you get online, details coming in 25 short minutes about the YMCA auction, including our Super Bowl helmet with over 50 autographs is going to be up for option. It's a one of one.
I know I will be putting my name in the ring for that.
Okay, well, you better outbid us because me and Fred want it back.
Yeah, well.
So we're going to throw some money at this thing too.
You have to be responsible for things in life, man. I'm 24. I just got to wake up in the morning and make sure
And
I'm
have
breathing.
an ice bath.
And have an ice bath. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I got to worry about. My budget is ice.
Whenever you're at the ABQX, just having the best time of your life, make sure you're sipping on a little bit of Red Door Brewing beer. Get all your merch at the Duke Store, whether it's Albuquerque Dukes, Lobos, 2 Men On, Duke City Championship Wrestling. It all goes down here. Steve, you're willing to take on some gigs too, aren't you?
Sure.
I mean, it's not all about the Dukes here. You got to, somebody needs some shirts made, some jackets made, some hats made. Like, you got
I need some made.
You got some 12, 13 minutes free during the day to make some more shirts.
I do, but not much because I'm working most of my days and nights right now on the Brentwood Batty.
Oh, yes. Steve, we have to have a meeting for some other shirts as well. So
okay.
And I think this goes without saying, the weekends are for Teller Vodka, New Mexico's vodka.
Correct.
All right, we tease a New Mexico story for 2 segments
Yes.
now, Jake. Let's hit the friends. Let's hit the
hey,
friends of the show.
it's called Albuquerque time, okay? No one's ever on time in Albuquerque.
there's a
We're
reason why
always
it's
about
called.
we're always 15 minutes late. This is just Albuquerque time.
The land of
New
Madonna.
Mexico time.
Well, I just want to say a quick rest in peace.
Oh no.
To Jordan Bird, Keyshawn Banks, and the El Dorado Eagles former quarterback Zach Gentry, because they all got cut today.
Oh, bad day in New Mexico history.
They all got cut today. Zach Gentry even signed an extension past his rookie deal. I was really hoping he was going to stay. That was my quarterback for a little bit. Rest in peace. It's a sad day for New Mexican athletes, but we still have some optimism.
Okay.
Jarek Reed, the second from the UNM, the Lobos. I think he's still with the Seahawks from what I've read, because the final rosters are being cut right now, and he had a sensational last preseason game, led all the rookies in terms of performance and PRR and all that. He's killing it. Jarek Reed is going to be an awesome safety.
Jordan Bird, Zach Gentry, and I'm sorry, you flew right past me.
Keyshawn Banks.
Keyshawn Banks, all cut today.
All cut.
He was Jarek Reed, the second, was number 198 overall pick, and he did make the roster.
Yeah. So Jarek Reed, we're good. A little New Mexico representation in
Let's
the NFL,
go.
still around.
If you saw him flying around on the field, it is no surprise that he made an NFL roster.
Oh yeah, I mean, he was literally the heartbeat of the Lobos team last year.
Have you ever been around in the same room or vicinity as Zach Gentry?
Yeah, I went to school with him.
He is all of the human.
He's massive. He's
Yeah,
like
he is-
6'11".
Another El Dorado alum on Two Men On.
Another Brentwood baddie.
You went to Eldo?
I went to Eldo.
Hey,
Jakey Poo.
Eldo 17.
Oh, Eldo 2005.
Yeah, right. 2005. El Dorado 1994.
No, not 2005.
Yeah, Zach Gentry is a giant. I don't think he's going to be out of a job for long.
Well, so the thing about Zach is he's really good on special teams.
Sure.
And he was just kind of starting to get the ball rolling and being a bigger part of the offensive scheme for the Steelers the last 2 years. Had the most catches ever in his career the last 2 seasons. I'm optimistic that he will at least get a position somewhere, whether it's just special teams or what, because he's a great blocker. I mean, because when Jim Harbaugh came down here to visit him, when he was committed to play quarterback at Texas, he was like, if you come play at the University of Michigan with me and you convert to tight end, I promise you'll get to the NFL.
He was right.
And he was right.
He was very right.
Well, Jim Harbaugh just made sure Zach Gentry drank his milk.
Okay. That's milk. Milk's the secret.
It is. That's literally the key to Michigan athletes is milk. Do you know how many glasses of milk Jim Harbaugh drinks in a day?
Too many.
A lot. Yeah.
Anything more than 0 is too many.
And that's what got,
milk is gross.
That's what got Zach from QB to tight end. I mean, he didn't really need a lot of help because he's just a massive human being.
Sure.
But, that blocking on that O-line, you got to have at least a glass of milk a day.
Okay, I strongly disagree.
No.
Nick Saban has 2 oatmeal pies for breakfast every morning.
Gross.
Jerry Jones has a McGriddle every day.
That's so funny.
With 4 salt packets on it.
Which I
That's
heard
so
the
funny.
Cowboys are signing Zach to back up Trey Lance.
Smart.
Yes.
Very smart. 4th string quarterback on the Cowboys, Zach Gentry.
Wait,
Congratulations.
Zach Gentry's going to the Cowboys.
You didn't understand Steve's tone there, did you, Jim?
No, I did not.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think Zach's going to be out of a job for long. And if he is, that's great for us because we get to see him every Monday at Howie Sports Page. He's a Brentwood baddie.
He's
and
a
you
great
know that they all go to Howie Sports Page every Monday to hang with the boys and rage at the page with the Monday Night Maniacs at Howie's Sports Page.
That bar is something else, man.
It's the best in town.
Yeah. The beer barrels are my favorite.
Beer barrels? I mean, you are a regular if you know what a beer barrel is.
Yeah.
It's a legendary started at Howie's shot that only the OGs know.
Yeah. And everybody needs to have a beer barrel at least one time in their life. I've tried to go to many bars across this country before asking if they can replicate it, and they have no idea what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, I guess we're just going to have to go to Howie's
Yeah,
over
Howie's
and over
it is,
again.
yeah.
How about, let's say, next Tuesday and every Monday throughout the NFL season, including the playoffs? How about let's just go to Howie's every Monday?
Well, I'll be sober for the first 28 days of that because I got 28 days to go.
You're still on your ice bath sabbatical.
Yeah, I'm going 72 days, 28 to go.
Okay. Oh, well, it begs the question, young Cassio, why 72?
72 just kind of worked out that way, actually, initially. But as I've kind of thought about it and did the math, 72 days, 72 virgins, it adds up,
I mean, if you need any motivation, if you have the same motivation as some kind of turn themselves into a human weapon, that's you might want to change. Just say it's for Ed Too Tall Jones.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
that one.
That's the only correlation I know with the number 72. Who was a famous athlete that wore 72?
Ed Too Tall's the only one I can think of.
Well, it's for Ed Too Tall.
Shout out to Dan Deerdorf. How about Dan Deerdorf?
Yeah, for him too.
You know, Jake, not that I want to enable bad behavior, but I'm all about training and being smart.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think you should continue this, working on your health, your fitness, your well-being, but you can't just go cold sober 72 days in the Bills Mafia. You're going to die.
Yeah, I am a little concerned.
Maybe like the day, I think you should get hammered the day before the game so you're hungover and just, well, maybe you shouldn't do that. I don't know. We got to figure out, but that's going to be like, you're not just like, all right, 72 days and I'm going to go out and have some drinks. You're going to like,
I'm going to
Bills
Mafia.
Mafia.
Yeah. And I'm going to be, I have a VIP
dude,
tailgate.
You're going to break tables so hard.
Oh, yeah. I plan on jumping off from a porta potty.
Covered in ketchup and mustard.
While on fire.
Well, hold on.
And eating a pizza that was made in a filing cabinet.
Okay. That's all the check marks in one sentence.
Yep.
Good job.
I anticipate my goal that day is to start with a slow crawl.
Yes.
And then eventually work my way up to walking, which is going to lead into a nice jog.
Mm-hmm.
And then depending
That's what I
on
thought.
how
Just
the
be
game
careful.
goes, we're either going to go full sprint marathon.
Okay.
Or we're going to go full sprint marathon.
All right.
Well, win or lose.
Well, I can't wait for this.
Gump be with you.
I will take videos.
Please do.
Yeah.
Just don't incriminate yourself. Anything short of felonious behavior, I support completely.
I am a respectable member of society now.
When we get back, more Steve Palmisano and college football and theater talk. You're listening to Two Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored.
Claire.com.
Summer is winding down, but business needs keep ramping up? Check out Indeed, the all-in-one hiring solution that helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Well, traffic right now. Seeing more slowdowns westbound on I-40 as you approach the interchange. Those are going to last until Rio Grande. Southbound I-25, slowdowns between Osuna and Montgomery. Westbound on Paseo, you're going to see congestion starting right around Jefferson. Those are going to last until Coors. And then northbound I-25, traffic moving a bit slow starting around Gibson. That's going to last until Lomas.
We're all moving a little faster now.
Trust the team that's going to keep up with you on KOAT Action 7 News.
We're proud to bring you coverage you can count on from across New Mexico.
Like a weather forecast that's certified most accurate and proven every day.
Start your day with more in the morning.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Maggie Gray with a CBS Sports Minute. If you're wondering how folks in Wisconsin are feeling about Aaron Rodgers, Jack's American Pub might give you a hint. The Milwaukee-based bar is running a promotion where they will pay your entire bar tab if the Jets lose. Now, there is some fine print. Well, Rodgers has to be playing in the game, and the Jets can't be playing at the same time as the Packers. But Wisconsin fans celebrating a Jets loss with free booze? Message sent. I'm Maggie Gray.
Telling it like it is.
Rookie quarterbacks against Bill Belichick are 6-24. Not a shock that the Texans, in a rebuilding state, look bad offensively, at least C.J. Stroud did. Facing Belichick as a rookie is like teaching your kid how to drive in New York City.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
New Mexico has an attractive home football schedule this season, featuring in-state rival New Mexico State on September 16th, as well as conference opponents UNLV and Hawaii. Right now, when you purchase single game tickets to any game for as low as $16, you will receive 50% off the single game price for the home opener versus Tennessee Tech on September 9th. That's any game, and receive Tennessee Tech at half off. That's a crazy deal, but don't wait. Tickets will go fast. Visit golobos.com/tickets to get yours today.
Douglas is a real Prevagen user and paid testimonialist.
My name is Douglas. I'm 79 and I live in Chicago. I'm a writer, director. I used to be a marathon runner. Now I'm a walker. In the kind of work that I do, you are surrounded by people who are all younger than you. Memory became a factor. As everyone gets older, where did I put my keys? But I had to get help to stay competitive. I
Van.
was Prevagen, and I started taking it. I saw myself having an improved memory, which at the
I have a legendary caller from KKOB and the Sports Animal that wants to tell you something real quick. But if you're not taking calls, it's okay too.
Prevagen, healthier brain.
Go for it. We'll put him
He
on real quick.
he wants to educate about the number 72. He's the best.
I like this.
It's Adolf. He's my favorite caller out of all the stations.
Intended to diagnose, treat.
Yes, you heard that
Adolf?
correctly. Yeah, he's been on the program before.
He's a 80-year-old black man that used to be he's hilarious. You'll hear his voice and you're like, what does this guy look like? He comes to my comedy shows. He's awesome.
Be best friends.
Facing illegal.
He comes to all my shows and just drinks beer, and he's the best.
5,500.
All right, we're coming back.
4-2, 5,500.
Adolf. Before you go into college.
Day and make your legal problems go away.
Sound off right now at 246-0610. Come on!
Welcome back to the program, Duke City. Listen to 2 Men On 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal. The boys are live from the Duke's Team Store on the corner of Central and Carlisle, right here in the Nob Hill Shopping Center. Come down here. You get 10% off right out of Van's pocket. We'll give you a brand new Season 3 2 Men On t-shirt. How about that? How about that?
Not only do you get great merch here, but it's also like walking through a museum here.
It is beautiful. And if you play your cards right, Steve Palmisano, owner operator of the Duke's Team Store, might step away from the mic real quick and take you on a tour.
Absolutely.
That's just for the friends of the show, not just any street person who walks in here looking for the best merch in Albuquerque. Just friends of the show. Only get the tour.
So make sure you mention us.
Yes.
Yes.
Jake specifically. Young Jake Cassio joins us today in Fred Slow's stead. 505-246-0610. When you call us on the Sports Animal Hotline and you got a hot take and A. Marie says it's okay, and then you make it past A. Marie, and then A. Marie says, hey, Van, can this guy come on? And Van also says, okay, we'll put you on air. How about that? What a deal. Joining us on the program.
Legendary caller, by the way, on all stations in this
multiple
cluster.
Contributor on multiple stations, friend of the show, Adolf. What's happening, my guy?
Hey, did I hear the question posed a few minutes ago about what famous athlete wore number 72? And I did hear Ed Too Tall Jones. Did someone mention, I believe, Dan Deerdorf, if memory serves me correctly?
That is correct. You got it. That's all
All
I
right.
could get off the top of my head.
Oh, okay. The person who wore that number, and has become like a cult figure, if you will, William the Refrigerator.
Oh, Adolf, you hero. The fridge, of course.
I mean, you guys, you gotta get better now. Come on. William the
You're
Refrigerator
right.
Perry scored a touchdown. The 85 Bears. Anyway, I still have faith in y'all.
Adolf, I
out.
have an excuse. I am a Packer backer. Go, Pack, go. I'd like to think of myself as an objective member of the press here, a true journalist, but I think that part of my brain wrapped around a Bears fact. So thanks for rubbing that in our face. Appreciate you, Adolf. Thanks for being a friend of the show.
All right.
Thanks for calling in.
Dude, he's legend. I love Adolf anytime he calls. And then he's always like, I'm out. He'll day his take and he's like, I'm out. And then he's the best.
I'm officially renaming my program to the Fridge Method.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Solid.
That's very strong word.
Yeah. I'm taking the excuse of being a young man, not thinking of the fridge.
No, yeah, oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I could take the excuse of being a Packers fan. So I'm glad Adolf had a final solution to our number 72 problem.
Yep, the Fridge Method.
That's really good. Barbenheimer came out recently. A lot of big Hollywood summer blockbusters have came and gone all summer. But the biggest hit in theaters coming up this fall is college football.
Let's go. Well, they y'all do fight nights at some movie theaters. I know that much. But I don't want to watch that in a movie theater. But football, especially college football, all day. All day.
All right.
So
go ahead, Amory.
No, you have it. So ESPN announces the theatrical distribution agreement with Theater Sports Network for ACC regular season and college football playoff games. Approximately 75 games, including weekly ACC regular games and the college football playoffs all happening, y'all.
So not only is it the best conference. What? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The Atlantic Coast
I am an
Conference?
ACC man, thick and thin. Syracuse and Miami.
You're an ACC fan thin now because of all the exercise and the ice baths.
Well, the goal is to get back to thick, though.
Aha.
Yeah.
Bulk back up.
Yeah. 220 pounds, pure muscle mass.
Look, this is going to crush it. I don't know if this is going to be a flash in the pan, but this is going to be a huge hit at first.
Oh, I can't wait.
Especially when it comes to the agreement covers the New Year's 6 bowl games. That's like their big push is for New Year's, which that's awesome.
I hope that we get it here because I want to watch every single bowl game. In the theater.
That's not happening.
Unpaid advertisement here. What's the one on the west side that serves beer? I will go to that.
We should hit them up.
Yeah.
Two Men On Live. Two Men On Live, New Year's Day. Call them after the program. Be like, hey, we'll go live. And oh my God, that's such a good idea.
Yep. All right. TMO Live from Flick's Brew House. Watch some ACC bowl games. You heard
little production notes.
Even though I didn't get permission at all to do this whatsoever from the station or Flick's Brew House. Come see us New Year's Day at Flick's Brew House.
Ask for forgiveness, not permission.
Ooh, I love that. Spoken like a man who hasn't faced any consequences his whole life yet.
Oh, I've had consequences. I just get through them.
1 hour in the books. Young Jake Cassio joins us. Steve Palmisano joins us. A. Marie back at the studio. NFL talk when we get back. One on your team. Feel good story on your New York Bills. The only football team,
the true team
from New York.
Yes.
Football talk when we get back. 2 Men On 95.9 FM AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Clear.
Hands on your knees, working like a 9-to-5, mommy. Put that work overtime, mommy. If you a baddie and you know it, work it out like it's aerobic. Get your hands on your knees, hands on your knees. I can see her looking at me, swaggy and she savvy. I would gladly have her catch me. Fresh, you need the best, and I.
This report is brought to you by Blake's Lotta-Burger. Nathan's Hot Dogs are back at Blake's. The new larger Lotta Dogs are made with 100% premium beef with no fillers. Try it classic or with Blake's chili con carne and cheese. You asked and they listened. Available for a limited time at Blake's Lotta-Burger.
Well, traffic right now. Seeing more slowdowns westbound on I-40 as you approach the interchange. Those are going to last until Rio Grande. Southbound I-25, slowdowns between Osuna and Montgomery. Westbound on Paseo, you're going to see congestion starting right around Jefferson. Those are going to last until Coors. And then northbound I-25 traffic moving slow starting around Gibson. That's going to last until Lomas.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The Beefy Crunch Burrito is back at Taco Bell, thanks to rewards members who voted for it on the Taco Bell app. Filled with seasoned beef and flamin' hot Fritos, it's as crunchy and beefy as it sounds, and as delicious as a vote winner should be. Get one today at participating Taco Bell locations while supplies last.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jerome with your Rome Report. If you don't have your QB1 figured out by cut day, then you do not have a QB1. And the Cardinals definitely do not have a QB1. Now, in fairness, the guy they just got rid of, Colt McCoy, was not all that much of a first option anyway. And in even more fairness, their actual QB1, Kyler Murray, is hurt. So that leaves the Cardinals with this as their starting quarterback options today. 5th-round rookie, Clayton Tune, and a dude they just traded for last Thursday that got beat out for the backup job in Cleveland by another 5th-round rookie. So I guess what I'm trying to say, Cardinal fans, is buckle up. The question then is this now officially a tank job? I don't know for certain, but if it looks like a tank and it walks like a tank and it rolls like a tank and it smells like a tank, then it is a tank.
Nothing says summer like an ice-cold Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Smooth, refreshing, real brewed tea with 5% alcohol. Look for Twisted Tea in the bright yellow cans. Keep it twisted!
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly. Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching your kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Nothing says summer like an ice-cold Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Smooth, refreshing, real brewed tea with 5% alcohol. Look for Twisted Tea in the bright yellow cans. Keep it twisted!
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Walking through a junkyard. Each wrecked car tells a story. This one, very sad. She had been drinking and driving. Oh, and this one, terrible. The driver was drunk and drove clear off the road. And this one was my family. A drunk driver hit us, and my wife and our daughter. They didn't make it.
Drinking and driving causes far too many tragic stories. It's time to end DWI. This message brought to you by NMDOT.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The sports animal, proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle,
Amory Castillo. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Big Sexy Radio Voice. You forgot young Jake Cassio. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah?
Yeah, can I just be like the Bat Boy or something?
You think you know everything? You forgot about Steve Palmisano, huh? Fancy radio voice that introduces our program. How smart are you now? Exactly. 1 hour in the books, 5 o'clock on the dot. Welcome back to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal. This is a story, young Jake Cassio, young Steve Palmisano, that it's heartwarming, but for me, I'm worried it's going to end up being a cautionary tale. But for now, let's celebrate this man's journey and what he's gone through to come back and finish living his dream of being a professional football player. Of course, we're talking about your second favorite player, Jake, Damar Hamlin.
An American hero.
Died for 7 minutes on a football field, was brought back to life, rehabbed, was cleared by his doctors, worked his rear end off, came back, and got official word today that he made the 53-man roster of the Buffalo Bills.
And it's a good move, honestly, because he started for us for 13 games because Micah Hyde got hurt week 2. So Damar had to take that position in right away. He earned it. He's a 6th-round draft pick, and that's hard nowadays, being a lower-end draft pick. Well, honestly, I think it's harder to be a higher-end draft pick and make an NFL roster these days. More of the guys on these teams are rounds 4 through 7. So, but he was a 6th-round pick. And he's a dang good football player.
When you heard this news today, did it give you chills, or was that just the ice bath?
That was just the ice bath.
Oh, okay.
I will admit that. I expected him to make the roster, honestly, for a rookie deal,
right?
For our cap space issues, and for the football player that he is, and what Damar Hamlin also now means to the community of Buffalo, and if anything, the community of NFL fans. It was a lock.
If his play on the field doesn't match this story, I mean, of course, being a little cynical here, they're going to milk the pub all year.
Oh, yeah.
All they can. And I have faith in them that they're doing the right thing, that he deserves to be on the roster. But, you know, it comes with an asterisk that every time you talk about it, his story is going to be bigger than the game every single time. And I feel like the Buffalo Bills are going to be forced to play him instead of just parading him around as, hey, look what we did. We brought him back to life. He rehabbed. We made the roster, which is a great story.
He's just our backup safety, though, right now, because it's going to be the Jordan Poole and Micah Hyde show. And there are starters with 100% without a doubt. Micah Hyde, I don't know if he's going to necessarily be playing come week 1 or week 2 because he did have a neck and vertebrae issue, and that's what sidelined him for the whole season last year. So he might need a week or 2 to bounce back. But honestly, I think Damar is in good hands. He has a good training staff around him, good coaching staff around him, that they're going to make the right moves. And I don't think Sean McDermott is the type of guy to lead into what the media wants. Sean McDermott has one goal and one goal only. They have a big banner of it in their training facilities, and it's a Super Bowl. That's it. That's the only goal. And however we have to get to that point, whether it's keeping Damar on the sidelines or playing Damar a snap or 2 here and there, we're going to do that and prioritize the team over the individuals.
You 100% got to give him a set of plays every single game, no matter what.
Well, he's gonna play. You can't keep your starters in the whole series or the whole drive.
Right.
No way. That's impossible.
They're going to run him out on the field, and the crowd is going to go absolutely bonkers, and the refs are going to have to stop play the first time he comes out on the field.
Probably.
It's going to
be, or
be
at least the first home game for the Bills.
Accurate. Yeah, for sure. The first, I mean, he's going to get recognition no matter where he goes because he just, with what he went through and what he's came back from, is going to be, you might disagree, but he's going to be the face of the NFL this season.
And I mean, I already have my money down on him winning comeback player of the year.
If he stays healthy all year, he's a comeback player of the year.
Yeah.
And
he
honestly, don't even have to play well.
I don't think at all, like the situation that he went through, I don't think he's at risk to have a repeat of that happening. Like, I think his health is in good stands. Like, everything was so circumstantial and such a coincidence that that's what happened to him. You know, it was just like literally like the right place at the right time for everything to line up for him to be put in that situation.
And let's say since he came back that he's not the player that he was before. There's no way Coach McDermott and the front office of the Buffalo Bills have the balls to cut him. There's no way.
I don't know.
He would have to not clear medically to get him. He's guaranteed a roster spot just by what he went through.
After this season, he only has 1 more year on his contract.
Yeah, I could see them cutting him next year and like making him a part of the organization.
And for
I'm saying if his play is subpar.
Yeah, and I honestly don't think it is from what I've seen from watching the Bills preseason games.
Oh, that's right. You watch preseason. I forgot.
It's an important part to the game. You have to do your research.
Thank you, Aaron Rodgers.
I'm thinking about all the fantasy sleepers I got to draft, man.
Your whole bench is going to be people who don't even make the Bills roster in your fantasy league.
That's honestly my goal in our league is to draft only Bills players.
For real?
Yes.
Okay, Jake, you would appreciate this, Van. I think Jake would appreciate this. We had the captain of the New Mexico United soccer team on last week. I don't know if you heard.
Did not hear.
Well,
there
he
was
doesn't.
A Bills preseason game at the same time.
Oh, it's okay. Well, he's a big. I want to do this for one of my leagues.
Okay.
He is a big OU guy. He's not a big NFL guy, but he just supports OU players. from college football. And so we helped him make an all OU fantasy football team this year, and it was epic.
I mean, it's probably a pretty solid roster, honestly.
It was pretty sick.
From Norman, Oklahoma. Okie from Muskogee. Boomer Sooner lover. Kalen Ryden from your New Mexico United.
Is Baker his quarterback?
Is going to draft an
Jalen Hurts.
all OU
fantasy his
football
QB too.
team that Amory set up the bones for.
It was actually really good, though. It was a really good team.
In the order of round and
What
picks and everything.
because he hasn't played in a long time, so I got him. But Jake, so on a bye week, what are you going to do with your Buffalo Bills lineup? Just lose, taking all that week.
Yeah.
I love that.
And it's week 13, so that's way down the road.
That is so funny. Please do that.
Yeah,
are you
that's
doing
my
that for?
goal.
Are you doing that? When are you doing that?
For our league.
Oh, for our league. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no money involved, so,
That's
that's
the
fine.
one to act a fool.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. What's worth more than money is being belittled by your peers on the radio. And that's what's going to happen.
Honestly, I think I would have a pretty solid record with only Bills players.
No, I like that a lot. I can't wait. Please do that. I'm really looking forward to it because my friend did that with the Chiefs. He just drafted all Chiefs.
That's what I usually do with the Cowboys.
Oh,
And
nice.
Steve has never won a fantasy league his
I
whole
win,
life.
I win all the time.
How many leagues have you won in your day?
He was talking about Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Oh.
Yeah. He only drafts Oklahoma State Cowboys.
I don't play fantasy football.
Like there's back to DeMar Hamlin.
Baseball season is still.
Unless he wasn't cleared medically, there's no way the Bills aren't putting him on the 53-man.
No,
the
yeah.
publicity's too good. The story's too good. It's just one guy.
But honestly,
He can
we kind of need him.
Sure, you need him on special teams. You need him as a backup to your big time safety duo.
And for the price point that we have him, I mean, I'm looking at it from a business perspective. If I'm Brandon Beane himself,
right,
he's making around $675,000 on his rookie deal. Bills have $2 million in cap space. We can't go out and sign somebody to be a backup for us. He's on a rookie deal. We already got him locked in. And he played awesome in preseason. He made a lot of tackles. He's not afraid. He doesn't look timid out there. He looks like he's ready to go out there and play some gosh darn Buffalo Bill football.
Regardless, the Bills don't have the balls not to put him on the 53-man roster because they're no Doug Peterson. Today at the roster deadline, the last player to be cut on his own team, Doug Peterson cuts his son, Josh Peterson, backup tight end for the Jaguars.
I've abandoned my child.
I like that we're keeping it real. That makes me want to bet on Jacksonville more. I kind of like keeping it real, man.
Doug Peterson cut his own son.
Go play on the practice squad.
Go
play on the practice squad.
Had that sit down conversation himself, or did he make like one of the assistants?
No, he had his mom do it.
Yeah, he called his wife up and was like, "Honey, you gotta cut him."
Come here, Joshy. I made your favorite blueberry pancakes.
Why
down.
does-
I got some news for you,
And then,
Joshy.
but he sits down and the pancakes, it just says you're cut.
Hey, Joshy, flip over to the second pancake.
Yeah. It says, welcome back.
Was he a rookie?
No, he's a free agent. He's been around. He was a college quarterback turned tight end.
Oh, okay, so he's never going to make an
Sure he
NFL
wasn't that
roster.
hurt But that means you should sign for the division rival, right? Give all of your dad's secrets.
Yeah.
Go to the Texans.
Yeah, to the Texans. That is a very Texas thing to do. Put him on the roster just to get a rival's
Who do you
secrets.
think brought him over to that team? His dad.
Well, duh.
Well,
Yeah,
right.
That's the only. I mean, he let
it's not-
let his son get a quick paycheck for going to training camp and OTAs.
That would be sweet if they still put him on the practice squad. Like he's on the practice squad. He's a part-time coach. He's the one that fills Jake's ice baths. Like you could give him like a lot of jobs to like make his value.
I would just put him on the coaching staff.
Just immediately.
Yeah, pull
Just like
Belichick.
quick.
What about the practice squad?
Nah, he's not. I have a thing about players that are transitionary in terms of what they played in college to what they're going to play in the NFL. it's very few select handful of players do well in that environment of being able to transition positions. Not to knock Doug Peterson's kid, who I've never even heard of, but I doubt he's like a transitional kind of player. Just put him on the coaching staff. If he already has the football knowledge and he hangs around his dad enough, he's going to at least know a couple things. Make him an assistant to an assistant, something.
That's whenever he decides that he wants to end his career, like that's the immediate job. Like you find him a gig on your staff immediately.
Yeah.
You're the one that had to cut him. Of course, you're going to be the one to hire him back.
And probably make more money than he would on the practice squad.
But the sheer balls of Doug Peterson
I
to
respect
cut his
it.
own son. I love it so much.
It makes me want to go coach a team and then when I have my own children someday, cut them just to see how tough they are.
Step into my office for a second. Because you fired.
Young Jake, I need you to sit, because of course it's going to be Jake Jr.
You would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit him down. I'm going to look him in the eyes and say, you're not good enough for this football team.
Also, I'm changing your name.
And I'm changing the locks.
Changing your name and the locks to our home. You're a loser.
Good luck.
Good luck out there.
Maybe one day you can make a roster.
I love it so much. I mean, this is how serious Doug Peterson wants this thing, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's actually a genuinely good coach.
The Jags are as good as anyone in the AFC that isn't the Kansas City Chiefs.
Or the Buffalo Bills.
Nah.
Or the Bengals.
Nah.
Or the Chargers.
Yeah, I think they're just as good. Calvin Ridley going to lead the league in yards, receptions, and touchdowns. I just gave away my sleeper pick.
Are you betting on it?
Yeah, I will.
You
Amory,
should.
what are the odds? Offensive player of the year in the AFC, Calvin Ridley.
Hold on one second.
I know he's a guy to bet on himself.
If I
that's
know,
for sure.
yeah, 100%. Well, now he has to have his friends do it for him.
Correct.
Yeah, which is how you should do it.
Off the clock.
Not at the training
not
facility.
Not at the training facility. Not in a officially licensed NFL betting center.
Because they could bet college football, right?
No.
No, it's just the sport of football.
The sport of football is out.
That
and
sucks.
You can't do it on your phone, and you can't do it at a training facility, and you can't do it technically when you're on the road at a hotel because that's counted as a training facility, but you're just on the road. It's basically gas station toilets is the only place where you can gamble if you're an NFL player.
Or on any other sport that's not.
You could bet on women's soccer in a gas station toilet. That's all Calvin Ridley can bet on now.
Could they bet on basketball in the team facility?
No gambling at all in the team facility. Isn't that right, Amory?
Correct.
I wish we were back in the 90s where there was no phones and proof of things.
So right now, Calvin Ridley isn't listed on the top offensive player of the year odds. I'm going to have to look that up for you. But right now, the leader is Jamar Chase.
Boo.
At plus 1,100, followed by Justin Jefferson at plus 1,300, followed by Christian McCaffrey at plus 1,500.
I like that.
Wow.
And then Nick Chubb.
Why do they have so many skill position players?
I know.
When
And then
we
the
all
only
know all these
Buffalo
awards
Bills
are for quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks.
Well,
I know.
The offensive player of the year is usually the MVP of non-quarterbacks.
Yes. True. Because the last 3 years was Justin Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, and Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Okay, so the only Buffalo Bill on there right now, I'm going to get into a deeper list. These are just like the tops, is Stephon Diggs at plus 3,000, my guy.
I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, he's like 30 years old.
All right. Even though we've been talking about NFL basically all program, we're talking more NFL when we get back, as it's Amory's mandatory NFL headlines. The segment that's sweeping the nation.
It is. I look forward to this segment, Marie. I like when we actually talk about sports.
NFL talk when we get back. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
Clear.
Traffic right now. Things moving very slow west.
We got
40 different things going on.
me coming on the show and headlining.
Yeah, so I was
University.
Thinking,
You're
yeah, I just need your schedule because next week would be great to kick off the season.
Okay, cool.
Once
Yeah,
you
I'm
get
working
past
less
there,
at Santa Fe.
and on the
right
other
now,
side of the
so-
interchange, starting up.
So I'm trying to record it early because I'm going to Minnesota for like 4 days for the home opener.
Okay.
So can you record early in the week?
Yeah. You want to do Tuesday works the best.
That would be really good.
Yeah,
Tuesday
let's
would be
do
perfect. But I have to do it because I'm on air from 1 to 7 with you guys. So can you do it before 1?
Totally. Yeah.
Okay. So plan on 11 a.m.
Okay. Bet.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Telling it like it is.
So what does it tell you in the offseason for Sean Payton and the Broncos when he has publicly ripped harsh the previous coach, and he kept starters in for 4 series on their first preseason game? They got a lot of work to do. It's not necessarily coming together.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This is it, gang. Cumulus Media's Spirits Week is finally here. All week long, we're highlighting our incredible New Mexico distilleries, one every day with awesome deals just for you. Today, it's Los Poblanos' Gin Distillery, Town and Ranch in downtown Albuquerque, located in the original 1940s Easton's Town and Ranch Tractor Supplies building. It's a great place to enjoy Los Poblanos botanical spirits, and the lounge offers an eclectic throwback vibe with signature cocktails and a menu of light bites. Ranked number 4 best craft gin by USA Today's 10 Best in 2023, Town and Ranch also offers New Mexican beer, wine, and spirits, artisanal market food, and lavender apothecary products. You'll love the quality craft spirits and amazing shopping experience. Visit our station website today from 9 a.m. till they sell out and grab a $50 gift certificate to Town and Ranch for just $25. But jump on it now, because when they're gone, you're going to be drinking that old bottle of cheap leftover whatever in your pantry, and nobody wants that. This is your opportunity to check out one of New Mexico's top-rated distilleries. Don't miss today's Spirits Week from Town and Ranch.
Lobo fans, football season tickets are on now for below $86. That's less $15 a game. The Lobos have an attractive home schedule this season, which features in-state rival New Mexico State on September 16th. This season will feature a new state-of-the-art light show during games, on-field DJ, increased tailgate atmosphere, and much, much more. Join us at University Stadium this fall by visiting golobos.com/tickets today.
All right, team. Apps on the table by 7:30 sharp.
Jalen and his catering company have a lot on their plate.
Really particular
He needs a bigger team to continue climbing up the food chain.
about this event. Hey, Mitch, was that a contract for 200 or 250 people?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates, and you can schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from the Indeed dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
It's time to turn up your summertime fun with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea is a smooth, refreshing, real brewed tea with 5% alcohol. So whether you're camping, fishing, or at the beach with friends, don't forget to fill your cooler with those bright yellow cans. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
The extracurricular activities, the traffic, the nightly homework, the traffic, the finding time to eat dinner together as a family, the traffic. Back to school can be stressful. Thanks to Ziploc, meal prep doesn't have to be. New Ziploc bags with Stay Open design with a patented stand-up bottom that helps keep the bag upright and a top crease that folds and holds for easy filling, unlocking a second set of hands in the kitchen. If only it unlocked a second set of lanes. New Ziploc brand freezer and storage bags with Stay Open design from SC Johnson, a family company.
Did you know that driving under the influence of marijuana is illegal? Driving high will get you a DUI. And if you're wondering if law enforcement can tell you're driving high, well, everyone else can. Friends,
I can tell you drove high.
parents,
I can tell when you drive high.
relatives.
I can tell. You drove here high, didn't you?
So what makes you think law enforcement can't?
I can tell.
If you feel different, you drive different. Drive high, get a DUI. Paid for by NHTSA.
I'm Jeff Symbieta. Wednesday on the opening drive, what the latest NFL cuts mean, especially the local players, and the latest on college realignment. Join me and JJ Buck. The opening drive starts at 7 a.m.
Welcome back to Two Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal. I won't even get into it, A-Marie. Hit it.
Now, mandatory NFL headlines with A-Marie Castillo.
I know we're at the Duke store, so Steve, I'm so sorry we're not talking about baseball. It's NFL headlines, and because Jake is here, I thought it'd be a lot of fun to make it primarily AFC East headlines. The AFC Beast, starting with the New England Patriots. Patriots have waived backup quarterbacks Bailey Zappi, Malik Cunningham, and surprising cutdown day cuts. This is a surprising move, guys, because now Mac Jones is now the only quarterback on the team's roster.
All right.
This really hurts my feelings because I hate the Patriots, but I'm a Bailey Zappi guy.
Just because you like saying the word Bailey Zappi.
Yeah, and he's electric.
Zappi.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Breaking news, Dallas Cowboys trade Dak Prescott to anybody dumb enough to take him. Oh, wait. How about the New England Patriots?
I thought you were really saying that. I was like, my phone did not go off. Shefty Boy didn't text your girl.
Oh, you get the red text.
Bill
No.
Belichick is clearing out his quarterback room to trade for Dak Prescott, and then obviously the Cooper Rush generation starts for the Dallas Cowboys. Congratulations, Cowboys fans, you finally have a chance.
No, I think Bill Belichick's going to bring back his favorite quarterback of all time,
Cam
Newton.
Cam Newton.
Will not play well.
Well, speaking of Bill Belichick, though, keeping on the New England Patriots theme here, I don't know if you guys saw in the news, but Bill Belichick says overspending teams can't sustain success. Eventually, you pay the bills. You can't sustain the 20 years of success that I sustained by overspending every year without having to eventually pay those bills and play with a lesser team.
It also helps that he had a quarterback that was willing to make a sacrifice on his payroll.
What does this have to do with paying the New York Bills anything? I don't understand.
Yes. Continuing, we already mentioned that DeMar Hamlin made the 53-man roster. A feel-good story.
Let's go.
Let's go. And moving back to the Patriots, then don't worry, we're coming right back to your New York Buffalo Bills, Jake. Patriots trading veteran kicker. Watch out, fantasy fans. Nick Folk to the Titans.
So don't draft Nick Folk because the Titans won't be scoring any points.
Folk legend.
Folk legend. I'm so surprised we haven't talked about this headline. I thought this was huge news for the Buffalo Bills. Yes, DeMar Hamlin is a good story. This is a bad story. Bills linebacker, very expensive. Von Miller.
On the pup
Going to be
list.
on the pup list.
That
First
doesn't
four games of the 2023 season.
Doesn't surprise me at all. Am I sad I'm not going to be able to watch Von Miller
course.
play? Absolutely. But I don't care about the first 4 games of the year. I care about the last 4 games of the year, a.k.a. the playoffs.
I like that attitude, my friend. But still, that was a lot of money.
You got to save Von Miller for the end of the year. This
Yeah.
is the smart move. Who cares if you're 2-2 after 4?
We're going to be 4-0, but...
okay.
Okay,
Jake
but
likes the Bills.
I do agree with you guys, though, that I do think it's smart to save, obviously, Von Miller. And he's just one of the best. And I'm looking forward to it. Hope he comes back healthy. It's hard. This is the second time it's happened. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, we have a very easy first 4 games, so...
Same smart move with
we,
Kyler
Jake,
Murray.
as in the Buffalo Bills.
Yes, because I play for him.
Last on the AFC East, before I move a little bit west, is Dalvin Cook. Thinks Jets winning a Super Bowl is, quote unquote, very realistic. That's why I'm here.
Well, thanks for jumping the gun on this segment because we were going to talk about this later. But yes, it's very reasonable that the Jets can win a Super Bowl.
No.
They're the second best team in football behind the Chiefs.
False. I overrated team. When you have too many personalities in a locker room, it never works out. It's Jersey.
Kind of.
And that makes it even worse then. Because then the New York media is going to put on so much pressure and so much expectations for this team that they're not going to be able to handle it. Aaron Rodgers is aging. He's old. He doesn't have chemistry with any of his receivers except for 33-year-old Randall Cobb.
Allen the Lizard?
Who played for like 3 years, who barely
Lazard?
became like a household name.
That's what I said,
year.
Allen the Lizard.
I know, I like it. I just
get that some Jurgens. I don't know why
get
they
that
call
boy
him,
some Jurgens.
I don't know why they call him the Lizard.
Why do they?
I don't know.
He looks like one, that's for sure.
Yeah, them elbows.
And I hated his segment on Hard Knocks.
You're just a hard knock hater because you're a Buffalo Bills fan. I totally understand. I have resented Aaron Rodgers for a very long time in my life, but I got 2 more headlines for you guys. You guys good with that?
Please.
Colts rookie quarterback Anthony Richardson. We already know the big news of the day. The big news of the day was Jonathan Taylor didn't get traded. Our boy Van Nunley was right. He's on the PUP list for 4 weeks. We'll see what happens with that. But Colts rookie quarterback, 4th overall pick in the draft this year. He says he's not the only one there in Indy. People are expecting him to win a Super Bowl. And sometimes you got to understand, it's not all about me. That's what he said.
Anthony Richardson, the second coming of Peyton Manning.
Yeah, because
or Andrew Luck. That's what they're hoping.
Interceptions his rookie year. That's
his rookie year. I think they're like won 3 games.
Yeah, awful.
And
Colts
lastly,
are gonna be awful.
They have a chance.
Corey Haim, Corey Feldman, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I don't care who your running back is.
Stop calling him Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Do they have a coach?
Yeah, good question.
He was the offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles last year.
Frank Reich?
Terrible.
No, Frank Reich is now the Panthers coach. It's Shane.
Why do they just
Excuse
keep
me.
hiring offensive
Stinchen?
coordinators from the Eagles? When are they going to learn it's not going to work?
I don't know, but this is way better than Frank Reich. Okay, so in the last headline I wanted to share with you guys, going full circle back to the AFC East, this former New England Patriot quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo, Jimmy G, on the Trey Lance trade to the Cowboys. He's got a bright future in this league.
He does. As a backup.
Hey,
people will give him chances over and over and over again because of where he was drafted, having nothing to do with his talent or ability or anything he proves on the football field. He will keep getting chances because of the draft capital involved.
That trade was genius.
Genius.
Was it?
Says Cowboy fan.
Yes.
You want Trey Lance?
Yes.
Take him, have him.
I think Trey Lance is a
round.
wonderful backup for Super Bowl bound Cooper Rush. And then you parlay.
Oh my
that loser
gosh, Jake,
Dak
are you
Prescott.
listening to this?
Here's to another 25 years of Cowboy players saying that, or Cowboy fans saying they're going to win the Super Bowl and not do
I
anything.
didn't say that.
With Trey Lance at the helm.
I didn't say that.
I think Jerry
Said it was a
Jones
great
finally
trade.
got it right. He finally made a good trade.
Sure.
And those are your mandatory headlines from Amory.
Thank you, Amory. You did so good with your mandatory headlines.
Are you just still doing that draft?
And you jumped the gun on 2 of our segments with your headlines, but that's cool.
Well, you can still talk about those in other segments.
I already have a replacement one for you.
Excellent. Okay. When we get back, you might learn about the replacement segment. But since we're here with Steve Palmisano, baseball savant, we're going to talk a little bit of baseball. The Angels suck. The Yankees suck. And no center fielder is safe. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored. Discover credit cards do something pretty awesome. At the end of your first year, they automatically double all the cash back you've earned. That's right, everything you earn doubled. The cash back from trips, restaurants, all doubled. Seriously, though, see terms and check it out yourself. Discover.com/match.
Look, traffic right now. We're still dealing with those slowdowns westbound on I-40, a couple of different ones. Actually, the first is due to a stalled vehicle near University that is affecting your 2 left lanes. And with that, you're going to see slowdowns going back almost all the way back to Wyoming. Watch yourself there. Once you get through there and you get on the other side of the interchange, you're going to see more slowdowns starting around 2nd Street, and those will go until Coors. Southbound I-25 right now, Osuna to Comanche, traffic moving slow there. Northbound I-25, Gibson to Central, we've got slowdowns there, and quite a bit of congestion right now westbound on Paseo. It looks like there's crash cleanup going on just west of Coors, but you're going to see slowdowns going all the way back to I-25. Be patient if you're traveling there.
This report brought to you by Sandia Area Federal Credit Union.
Save some money on your ride when you refinance your auto loan with Sandia Area, your 2023 Forbes Best Credit Union in New Mexico. Go to sandiaarea.org today. Sandia Area, better banking without the bank.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
I'm Joe Ostrowski here to help you beat the books with BetQL. Kent State opens their season at UCF this Thursday, and the Golden Flashes are more than 5 touchdown underdogs at plus 37. But the BetQL model sees value on the big dog. BetQL has Kent State plus 37 as a 5-star best bet. BetQL projects this number at half of that. They have Kent State plus 19.5. I'm Joe Ostrowski. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetQL.
Eric Strauss here. My front door was beat up, old, and ugly. CertaPro painters helped me choose the right color, and now my home door looks...
You still have 3 minutes.
And everybody who drives by gets a front door smile. They're honest, clean, thoughtful. Schedules fill up fast, so now's the time to plan your project. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with the C for your home or business.
It's time for football and kick off the season with the tailgate sale at Frank's Supply this Thursday, August 31st. Make your tailgate a blast with a job site radio from Milwaukee Electric Tools. It's on sale for only $149.95. Need power at your tailgate? Of course you do. Don't use a noisy generator. Get the DeWalt Power Station and have 1,800 watts of quiet power. Buy $500 in DeWalt products and receive a tailgate table and chairs free. Free gift with purchase on many Milwaukee and DeWalt products. Buy any WeatherGuard, Connect storage boxes, or Warner ladders and receive 2 stadium seats free. Need a canopy or water jugs? They've got those too. Pop-up tents and self-standing umbrellas on sale for only $199.95 each. All tools and equipment on sale one day only, Thursday, August 31st at Frank Supply, 3311 Stanford Drive Northeast. Frank Supply, your source for professional tool sales and rentals. Call Frank Supply at 505-884-0000.
Right now at Wendy's, when you buy either a Dave's Single, Spicy Chicken Sandwich, Medium Frosty, or 10-piece nuggets, you can get another for just $1. Your dollar never tasted so good. So it's obvious what everyone will get, right?
Definitely nugs
Spicy
and a
chicken
Frosty.
sandwich,
Dave's Single and a Frosty for me.
Frosty. Okay, who said Frosty and a Frosty? Pick your obvious choice. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's, buy one, get one for $1.
Limited time only. Price of participation may vary. U.S. Wendy's valid for item of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined with a combo or any other offer.
Ruthie, our last summer barbecue is this weekend, and it has to be epic.
Well, Total Wine has this new reposado that'll rock your barbecue. And my favorite Cabernet will make your famous ribs even famous-er.
Yes, just what my last summer barbecue needed.
Wow. And at those low prices, they'll be great for my first fall barbecue.
Ooh, I'll trade you my famous ribs recipe for one of yours.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
It's the unofficial end of summer. Summer's last hurrah, Labor Day, and time to take a ride on us. School started, fall sports are underway, and fashionistas in the know will stop wearing white for whatever reason. If you're going to take a moment to honor and recognize the contribution of laborers across the country with a backyard barbecue or a night out with friends and family, please plan to not drink and drive. Take a ride on us. 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal, has partnered with Bernalillo County Department of Behavioral Health Services, Sandoval County DWI Prevention, and Glasheen Valles and Inderman Injury Lawyers to help end DWI. Open your Uber app now and under vouchers, enter the code LABOR23 in all caps. Then if you've had a bit too much celebrating, request an Uber and we'll pay up to $10 for your ride. The offer's good for the first 2,000 people who use the code between Friday, September 1 at 10 a.m. and Tuesday, September 5 at 2 a.m. Only 2 rides per person, please. Together, we can end DWI.
Here we go.
The Jim Rome Show, weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program. 95.9 FM, AM 610, The Sports Animal. The program in question, of course, is 2 men on. One Van Nunley right here. One Fred Slow out on assignment. Lucky for us, young Jake Cassio in Fred's stead. You like that? It rhymed.
It did.
It rhymed. And we're live from the Duke's Team Store here, the corner of Carlisle and Central in the Nob Hill Shopping Center. If you like organic groceries, the co-op's right there. But if you know it for more of my speed, the Gecko's Patio is right there as well. So come by here, get your Duke's merch. I'll give you 10% off right out of my pocket, and we'll give you a 2 men on shirt.
20 minutes left.
For free.
You know what? If you come in the next 20 minutes and buy something, I'll match Van's 10%.
Get out.
Wow.
You're giving it away.
Yeah.
Now that's unfair to owner operator Steve Palmisano sitting right here.
But
with
we're
us.
covering the 20%.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. You got 10, I got 10.
I mean, it all goes right into Steve's pockets anyways.
Yeah.
Straight into the pocket.
Straight into the pocket. Not even in a register. Nope. He puts it right in his wallet.
Don't say that too loud.
He has a wonderful accountant. They are doing the best job they possibly can.
That's exactly right.
Unlike the Los Angeles Angels, who are doing the worst job they possibly can, being a functional franchise, they could have got the biggest trade haul in the history of baseball by getting rid of the best baseball player of all time, Shohei Ohtani, but they decided to keep him even though they were just on the fringes of a playoff race, and they take in a bunch of losers, a bunch of cast-offs at the teams who they traded with, didn't even want them anyways. Nobody of substance, nobody that's going to help them go on a playoff run. Ohtani keeps throwing complete game shutouts and drops bombs, and the rest of the losers that they surround him with are doing nothing. And
well, he's not tossing anymore.
And they put so much pressure on Shohei Ohtani, his elbow snapped in half. You like what you did? You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens.
As a man that keeps up with UCL injuries, because they are quite important in my life, as my quarterback deals with them.
Correct.
This is a real issue. Luckily, I don't think he's going to need any Tommy John or anything like that.
He's already had one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But let him DH. Let him swing the bat.
He DH'd the very next game after he snapped his UCL and dropped a bomb. He didn't even take a day off after he found out he's got a torn UCL. He went 2 for 4 the next day with a double and 2 ribbies.
The first thing he said was, I can still hit.
Yeah. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'll just be the best at this instead of the best at both for the rest of the season.
It's crazy that 2 of baseball's most important names ever are on the same terrible franchise.
And they suck so bad. They trade for Luis Giolito, Matt Moore, Reynaldo Lopez, Hunter Renfroe, Randall Grichuk, and CJ Cron.
Hunter Renfroe made a transition.
Old CJ Cron, the Crone zone. The Angels just picked up everyone else's sloppy seconds and thought they could put a bunch of people that no one else wanted on their team with Shohei Ohtani, and they're going to make a playoff push. They were very wrong. The Angels are out of it. Shohei Ohtani has a torn UCL. And now the Los Angeles Angels almost put a quarter of their roster on waivers today, including anyone not named Mike Trout or Shohei Ohtani, who's getting a decent paycheck, including every single person that I just named that they traded for. They gave up minor league assets and money and traded for these guys, realized they were out of it, and today dropped all of them.
I kind of respect that move. That's a power play.
Okay. This is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in the history of baseball. How bad they missed. They knew Shohei Ohtani wasn't coming back to the Angels. There's no amount of trades or playoff runs that you could have made to make Shohei Ohtani come back to the Angels. He's seen how inept you are over the years with before Shohei Ohtani, the best player in baseball, Mike Trout. You got the two best players of the modern era on your team, and you miss the playoffs every single year. Why would Shohei Ohtani come back to that?
Well, I wouldn't want to. I mean, the only allurement to the Angels is the fact it's in Anaheim.
Sure.
Not LA, Anaheim.
Right.
I think this just further pushes Shohei out. And I understand not trading him for the potential possibility of a playoff run, because that's at least 2 extra games you can sell some merch for.
Well, yeah, they didn't trade Shohei Ohtani, and the next game after the trade deadline, he throws a complete game shutout and hits a home run in the nightcap of the doubleheader. Like, he's showing you that, like, hey, I'll do it. Who else is going to do it with me?
No one.
They should have traded him. But here's the problem. Herein lies the rub. Even though you would have got a king's ransom, and, you know, their prospects, a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush, blah, blah, blah. You don't know if these guys are going to pan out. But it would have been the biggest trade haul in baseball history.
You got Marty on the phone
setting
wanting to talk
your
baseball.
team up for success in the future.
I just don't think that any team wanted to trade for him that amount that they were looking for, because he's on that contract year.
Yeah.
It's not, you only get him for half a season, guaranteed. Then he's free to go wherever. Personally, I wouldn't give up any asset for that.
Well, neither did the Los Angeles Angels. They gave away a lot of assets for a bunch of losers.
Now
and then
what
it
are they
didn't
gonna do?
pan
He's going to
out.
be a Mariner.
And now they're just going to go through waivers, and any team can have them for free. Just trying to save money. Amory, I understand we got a caller on the Sports Animal Hotline.
It's really good callers today. I think people are back to school, back to work. Not that they stopped working, but I'm liking to hear these callers. You got Marty wanting to talk about baseball, Ohtani, Trout, all the madness going on. Marty, you're on the air.
What's happening, Marty?
What's up, fellas?
Hey.
I have never felt, hear me out on this, I have never felt either two of those guys are the best players in baseball. The best player in baseball, the best player in baseball, in my opinion, has been for the last 5 years, one Mookie Betts.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I'd say that because, see, personally, if I'm the Angels, I would have dealt Trout. I would have just goodbye. I've never won anything with you. I keep hearing this mantle that you're the best player of something, but I've never won nothing. So to me, you're not the best player of anything. So when I hear that, same with Aaron Rodgers. Oh, he's a great. Really? He won Super Bowl? When was the last time he went to the Super Bowl? You know, it's like, for me, you want to talk about the best player in baseball and the way he's playing right now. To me, the best player right now is Mookie Betts. Now,
quick question, my friend Marty. What baseball merchandise do you have in your closet?
Regardless of that. Regardless. I know you guys are baseball guys, but see, regardless of that, I felt that when he was with the Red Sox.
Sure.
Yeah, Mookie was lights out there.
He gets on base. He plays a tremendous outfielder. He can steal bases. And see, here's the thing with American sports, because he weighs $165 and he's not 6'5", and we got to get away from that nonsense.
Right.
The best athlete in the world is Lionel Messi. He's like 5'6", arguably 150 pounds. He goes anywhere in the world, and everybody wants to see him. So I think that we have a little bit of that with Trout. I would have helped him. I would have said, Trout, you know what? It's been a good run, I guess. I don't know. Hey, we want to call it a run. You made a lot of money. But that's my take on the so-called two best players in the game. I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm Marty. Let me. I'll pat you on the back here, because if you're not going to choose Shohei Ohtani, you got an absolute stud right there in Mookie Betts, and he can do anything on the base pass, in the outfield, in the batter's box. but he can't do what Shohei Ohtani does. Well, Shohei Ohtani can't do it right now either, and pitch a complete game and strike everyone out and have the best batting average against in all of baseball. That's what makes him so unique. Not only do I think Shohei Ohtani is the best player in baseball now, I can make a fantastic argument he's the best we've ever seen ever.
I see where he's coming though.
I don't
Mike
agree.
Trout, though.
I do not agree. I think we get caught up in the moment but he's not. And he's not, it's not sustainable. So when something is not sustainable, it can't be the best time ever. It's not sustainable.
Well, this might be the greatest
season
season
right now that
ever
it's not
from a
sustainable. He's
player.
not going to be. He's going to have to pick. He's going to have to pick. Like, you know what? I'm going to have to give up on the pitching or the hitting because my body's telling me to do so. So
I think he's going to rehab, and he's going to come back from the UCL. I mean, he's going to rehab all next year, but he's still going to drop 45, 50 bombs playing DH while he rehabs for pitching. And then the following season, he's going to be the friggin' best pitcher in baseball again.
And you know what's funny? You guys are going to laugh on this. The Dodgers might get him in the offseason.
Yeah,
That's the funny
for
part.
sure. I think they're the leading candidate.
Yep. We'll see. But they also have now a little bit of negotiation with the injury. So I don't know about no $500 million or whatever I was hearing. But that's like Warren Buffett material. But I don't know. That's a lot of money for a baseball player. I personally wouldn't have done it. I just don't think if he's just a hitter, I personally wouldn't do it. But Dodgers have money to spare, and they are the face of baseball. I'll leave you with that.
All right, Marty, hell of a call as usual. We're right up against it. We got to go straight to break. When we get back, more NFL talk. You're listening to 2 Men On 95.9 FM AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is
Clear.
GeneratorFranchise.com.
Good job.
Protect their homes from power outages with Generac home standby generators. Would you like to be part of this lucrative industry? Generator Supercenter, the nation's #1 Generac generator dealer, has limited franchise opportunities in your area. Learn more at GeneratorFranchise.com.
Traffic right now, we've got that crash cleanup westbound on Paseo, just west of Coors, but we're seeing a whole lot of backups going all the way back to I-25. If you can, seek out an alternate route. If not, be patient as you try to make your way through there. Westbound on I-40 right now, slowdowns in a couple of different spots. The first is due to a disabled vehicle near University. That's blocking multiple left lanes. Slowdowns with that are going to start back around Wyoming. Once you get through there and get to about 2nd Street, you're going to run into more slowdowns westbound on I-40, and those are going to go until Coors. Northbound on I-25 right now, as you approach Central, traffic moving a little slow there. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Jim Rome Show.
Indianapolis Colts new head coach Shane Steichen hit the podium and declared the 4th overall pick in the draft, Anthony Richardson, as the team's week 1 starter. This is the right move. Get this dude the most reps possible as soon as possible. He's got a howitzer attached to his shoulder. His potential is limitless. Start the clock on this guy possibly reaching his potential, and let's see what the big dude's got.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Glasheen, Vyas, and Inderman Injury Lawyers is a leading personal injury law firm in Albuquerque with a history of winning big for clients. The lawyers at GVI Law focus on catastrophic injury cases, including semi-truck wrecks, drunk driving car wrecks, and oil field injuries. They win, and they win big for their clients.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in New Mexico, so you can get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Art Sandoval at an even better price. That's right. State Farm can help you save more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. Art Sandoval is ready to help you save in Albuquerque. Call Art today at 338-0300. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's time for football, and you can kick off the season with the Frank Supply annual tailgate event this Thursday. Join me, Jeff Symbieta, Thursday, 11 to 1 at the tailgate sale at Frank Supply. There'll be lots of deals, and you don't want to miss it. Frank Supply, 3311 Stanford Drive Northeast.
You guys will have like 4.5 minutes in this, okay?
Yetta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 till 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Let's actually push NFL back one more segment and put a bow on this baseball GOAT conversation. Friend of the show, Marty, suggested that it would be Mookie Betts. And through a little less than a decade, he's been one of the best players in baseball. I'd have him right behind Mike Trout. But
he's in the top 10 for me.
I think he's top 5 without not even making an argument. But we get to make our own lists. And
That's the beauty of sports.
And I've never seen anyone in my life, and being a baseball dork throughout the history of baseball, do what Shohei Ohtani has done the past 3 years.
He's a modern day Babe Ruth,
but better.
Because
he already has better stats.
There
than
was
Babe Ruth.
all these legends of Babe Ruth from back in the day of him pitching and hitting, but we're seeing it at a way higher level.
Correct.
Babe Ruth was an old fat man.
Well, I mean, Babe Ruth was playing against plumbers and butchers and
union men,
farm workers. This was before unions.
Yeah, probably.
They weren't even unions yet. These guys got paid pennies in the offseason and then paid pennies during the regular season. But that notwithstanding, Babe Ruth was so much exceptionally better than everyone else. Like, I think that's like the indicator. When we talk about, Jordan versus LeBron, if I'm starting a team right now, I'm choosing LeBron because he could do anything on the court, blah, blah, blah. We're talking about greatness historically. Of course I'm choosing Jordan because he was so much better than his peers. LeBron James isn't that much better than Kevin Durant. Like, come on.
No.
He's not that much better than Steph Curry.
LeBron is leagues above KD.
Michael Jordan is the GOAT.
LeBron
James is the boat. Tom Brady is the GOAT. Aaron Rodgers is the boat.
Aaron Rodgers?
He's the best regular season statistical quarterback in the history of football.
I'll take Joe Montana.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Aaron Rodgers is whatever.
What did you do in the bathroom during the break? What are you on?
Anger.
We need. You're just an Aaron Rodgers hater now that he's in the AFC.
I already hated him. Trust
me.
But now I have a reason to hate him.
And you're going to lose to him once or twice this year.
No, we're going to go. I will put my line, my career on the line here. If Aaron Rodgers sweeps the Buffalo Bills this year, I'll cut my pinky toe off.
Okay, here we go. Cut that, A-Marie. We're gonna use this one later.
This is being recorded, correct?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And shipped all over the world. So
I just became an Aaron Rodgers fan.
A big fan. Mike Trout is on the front page of Baseball Reference for Career WAR. That is a big deal.
Huge.
It's huge. And he's missed a lot of time the last few years. He is exponentially ahead of Mookie Betts, who is fantastic. Mookie Betts checking in at number 155. Mike Trout, either 49, in between 49 and 52. That's bonkers. That Shohei Ohtani's better than all of them. It's a shame that he has to take another part of his body out and have it fused into his elbow so we can watch greatness happen again in like 12, 13, 14 months from now.
I'm just ready to watch him come to the Mets and squander his career.
2 hours in the books. More NFL talking we get back. Talking a little Bill Belichick. Talking a little Deion Sanders. Talking a little more Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I-9 Varsity shortly thereafter. We got Josh Sushan at 6:45. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Clear?
money be the scripture. Love of the game fade like an old picture. You a boss, your boys call you mister. Let me make it real clear for you cats. If the pioneers never rapped, y'all wouldn't make crap. All facts.
Brought to you by the 2023 New Mexico State Fair, September 7th through the 17th.
Your VIP pass to live music is here with the New Mexico State Fair Concert Series. It's the biggest music event of the summer, and it's got a star-studded lineup you don't want to miss. September 7th to the 17th. Get your tickets at exponm.com. Presented by Chevron.
Traffic right now, we've got that crash cleanup westbound on Paseo, just west of Coors, but we're seeing a whole lot of backups going all the way back to I-25. If you can, seek out an alternate route. If not, be patient as you try to make your way through there. Westbound on I-40 right now, slowdowns in a couple of different spots. The first is due to a disabled vehicle near University. That's blocking multiple left lanes. Slowdowns with that are going to start back around Wyoming. Once you get through there and get to about 2nd Street, you're going to run into more slowdowns westbound on I-40, and those are going to go until Coors. Northbound on I-25 right now, as you approach Central, traffic moving a little slow there. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Did you know that Indigo Mortgage has had the same name and ownership for 20 years now? I can think of only a tiny handful of local mortgage companies that can make that claim. I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage, and proud to say that over the last 20 years, we have helped many homeowners in our community finance their homes with honesty and integrity. And in today's mortgage environment, borrowers need an advocate working for them, not an application taker like that with big banks and national lenders. Because Indigo Mortgage is a broker, we can most often find the right mortgage with the lowest rates for our borrowers. And please shop around to be certain that you're getting the best rates and fees on your mortgage. And as always, be sure to include your trusted local mortgage company, Indigo Mortgage. Find us on the net at indigomortgage.net or by calling 836-5700. That's 836-5700. Indigo Mortgage, NMLS 23-1962 and 188-348.
This is it, gang. Cumulus Media's Spirits Week is finally here. All week long, we're highlighting our incredible New Mexico distilleries, one every day with awesome deals just for you. Today, it's Los Poblanos' Gin Distillery, Town and Ranch in downtown Albuquerque, located in the original 1940s Keystons Town and Ranch Tractor Supplies building. It's a great place to enjoy Los Poblanos botanical spirits, and the lounge offers an eclectic throwback vibe with signature cocktails and a menu of light bites. Ranked number 4 best craft gin by USA Today's 10 Best in 2023, Town and Ranch also offers New Mexican beer, wine, and spirits, artisanal market food, and lavender apothecary products. You'll love the quality craft spirits and amazing shopping experience. Visit our station website today from 9 a.m. till they sell out and grab a $50 gift certificate to Town and Ranch for just $25. But jump on it now, because when they're gone, you're going to be drinking that old bottle of cheap leftover whatever in your pantry, and nobody wants that. This is your opportunity to check out one of New Mexico's top-rated distilleries. Don't miss today's Spirits Week deal from Town and Ranch.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle,
Amory Castillo. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
You know it's going to be a good final hour. We're coming in hot with the Roseanne theme.
Oh, this makes me want to live in a hot house in Missouri. Living on the front porch, swatting the flies away with my big old straw hat.
And your polar plunge?
And my polar plunge.
Nothing cools me off like a nice polar plunge in a glass of ice cold lemonade.
If I do declare.
Yeah, I do declare. There's nothing more beautiful than a hot summer Missouri day on the patio.
And the only way to calm and settle the nerves is a nice fixing of Arnold Palmy and a polar pod.
There's not enough ice cubes in the state of Missouri to keep my polar plunge cold. JTT didn't go anywhere. I told you. pat myself on the back right here. Damar Hamlin makes the roster. Fantastic. We love it. There were some rumblings today on the interwebs. I didn't believe a word of it because, the salary cap, it's not real. It's a figment of your imagination.
Talk to the Saints with how much luxury tax they have to pay.
Well, I mean, you could just restructure some deals and push it on down the road and cut some people and pick up some other people. And, you give a little greasy palms underneath the table. We'll give you some stock in our company, take a pay cut. That stuff happens all the time. The Niners are $6 million over the air quotes non-existent salary cap right now. And Nick Bosa is going to hold out for more money. And there's whispers today that Nick Bosa was going to be traded to an unnamed AFC team.
I like that.
Who could it be?
Not the Bills, not the Jets.
Why not the Jets? If they're going all in, might as well add a Bosa.
I think they worked too hard to build up the roster that they currently have.
I think anybody would, much like Deion Sanders, cut off their toes for Nick Bosa.
I would cut off my toes just to be able to watch football.
Elaborate a little bit on that, would you? You can watch football anytime you want.
Yeah, I know.
And you're still going to cut off your toes, even
if
though
it was me choosing to watch football or keep two toes, I'm watching football.
Okay. You see, desert island, gun to your head kind of situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deion Sanders is the ultimate football guy.
Today's I-9 varsity coming up next after this break. What would you do for a Klondike bar?
I like this one.
Jake is coming in heavy with cutting his toes off.
I just want to let it be known too, this isn't my first pinky toe bet of the NFL season. I have multiple things riding on me whether or not I'm going to be keeping my pinky toes or not.
I hope you have multiple toes.
I'm hoping if I do lose one, it's just one.
Okay, well, can we talk about these bets on air?
Yeah. Well, I have a bet in one of my fantasy leagues. If a guy if my friend, shout out Sam Freed, wins the league after drafting only position and skill players for the first 15 rounds of a 25-round draft. If he wins the league, I'm cutting my pinky toe off.
Okay, so
because he wants to think he's a savant at fantasy.
So him and Daniel Jones
Mm-hmm.
are going to be marching to the championship, and you're going to be 9 toes. Old Jakey 9 toes.
And now if the Jets sweep the Bills, I'll cut my pinky toe off.
Jake, I love you, man. I care about you a lot. I want you to have as many toes as possible. So I'm not going to hold you to that bet.
It's a personal thing now. It's a personal. I hate the Jets. I hate Aaron Rodgers. Combining the two just fuels this fire in me even more.
Yeah, I mean,
and I'm confident. I know I won't lose.
I'm a jilted lover. I'm the Packers almost lifelong Packers fan. Ever since the Oilers left Houston, friends of the show, you already know that. I love Houston sports except for the Oilers because they broke my little child heart. Then I became a Packer fan, and of course, Brett Favre years. I didn't know he was a dirtbag. And then Aaron Rodgers years, fantastic. So many great rides through the regular season, memorable games, blah, blah, blah. I'm still rooting for the dude. Hard Knocks pushed me over the edge because he's like a different dude now. Where was this Aaron Rodgers the last 3 years in Green Bay?
This is because it's the team controlling what footage is being released. Of course, they're trying to make this guy that they traded everything for to look amazing.
Well, naturally, I mean, HBO and the NFL are going to put their best product forward, but Aaron Rodgers is like showing up to practice, working with the rookies
because he has to,
acting like he cares.
Because none of these, he doesn't have any chemistry with anybody.
Watching film, eating lunch with position players.
He was probably doing all of that in Green Bay, except for like maybe those last 2-3 years, because Green Bay didn't want to draft a single offensive person.
I am not like most Packers fans. My heart is not that broken to where I'm rooting against him. I love this storyline. I want to see him make it through this gauntlet of the AFC, especially this gauntlet of the AFC East.
The hardest division in football.
Where the AFC East, the worst team in a division, is the best team of my lifetime.
Yeah. How the turntables have turned.
Oh, wait, okay. The worst team in the AFC East is coached by the greatest coach of all time. Sorry, Vince Lombardi. It's Bill Belichick.
This is his 40th year of coaching, I believe, too.
I used to be a bigger 40 guy than I am now. Brass monkeys sometimes.
I know that one.
Yeah. Hey, Marie, when's the last time you had a good brass monkey? Hey, Marie is with us shortly. Hey, Marie, when's the last time you and the Brentwood Baddies had a good brass monkey?
Oh boy.
Did you wash down your Sainide special brew?
What Sainide special brew? What is that?
Okay, I'm older than you. So what Sainide
We
special
drank
brew?
Keystone Lights.
But we're talking 40s.
Bang for the buck. Yeah, we're talking 40s.
Oh,
Should I scratch the what would you do for a Klondike bar varsity and do the varsity of 40s? I'm in.
No, I kind of like both.
Okay, we're doing. We
say we do the I-9 of 40s.
Okay, we're gonna do the I-9 of 40s, and then what would you do for a Klondike bar? It might become an ongoing segment because
Maybe Old English.
Okay, hold on. Wait for the I-9
Oh,
varsity.
sorry.
Next segment.
Next segment.
Marie, you can go first.
Oh.
Next segment.
Sorry.
But the stories abound. Like Deion Sanders today admitted that he cut his toes off so he wouldn't have to miss a college football game.
Have you watched the Prime documentary on Amazon?
No. I have a life.
It's honest to God, I know you guys aren't the biggest sports documentary persons in the world, but it's really good. It goes through his second year at Jackson State, and that's the season he gets his toes cut off.
Do not compare or think that Van and Fred are like the average person, obviously. Average sports fan likes watching sports documentaries and likes watching sports.
I finished The Righteous Gemstones. Is that close?
Ish. I modeled my mullet after Danny McBride.
Smart. If you're going to model anything.
Oh, I forgot you had a mullet.
Yeah, you like it?
Yes, I like it,
If you're
Jake.
watching on Facebook Live or YouTube Live, you can catch a glimpse of Jake's new mullet. And I'm going to be honest with you. Not that bad.
It's not that bad. It needs some work. It needs a little more length.
The bones are there.
Yes. I was just tired of the hair on the side of my head. So I knew I was doing the mullet, but I wanted to hold out and wait longer so that the initial mullet cut would be 10 for 10.
Your mullet, unlike Deion Sanders' feet, the bones are there for something good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, Deion Sanders almost had to lose his left leg.
The leg would bother me. I don't even think I use my pinky toes. They provide zero balance. Steve Palmisano joining us again on the program live from the Duke's Team Store, corner of Central and Carlisle. Thanks for all the friends of the show who came by and got some sweet Duke's merch. You took it easy on me today. We didn't set a new record. My wallet thanks you, but we will
still thousandaire.
We'll be back. Self-made thousandaire, baby. Let's go. When we get back, the I-9 varsity of 40s. This could be whatever you want it to be. I'll explain the rules of the I-9 varsity when we get back. You're listening to Two Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
Long break.
Right now, things still moving really slow westbound on Paseo. We've got that crash right at Coors, and we've seen slowdowns going all the way back to I-25. If you can't just avoid that area, seek out an alternate route. If not, be patient making your way through there. Should give you a heads up, seeing quite a bit of slowdowns westbound on Alameda, which people have been using as an alternate route to Paseo. You're going to see those slowdowns starting right around Jefferson, and those will last until Coors. Westbound on I-40 right now, we've got that stalled vehicle near University. Is actually a semi, but it's blocking your two left lanes. You're going to see slowdowns going back to Louisiana, so watch yourself if you're headed that way. Clark's Pet Emporium reminds you that just 10 minutes in a parked car at 85 degrees, even with the windows cracked, can be deadly for your pet. Obviously, some days are even hotter. Clark's Pet Emporium has loved pets and their owners for 50 years. Clark's on Lomas, west of San Mateo, Manoa at Wantabo, and at clarkspets.com. This report is sponsored by Clark's Pet Emporium. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Opening Drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
I can't think of another scenario where I would be telling you what the women's soccer coach at North Carolina has to say. I want Cal and Stanford to die on the vine. And I got to believe this is the common sentiment of probably every non-football coach in the ACC.
There's zero guidance. There's obviously a ton of money in college football. That does not equal the rest of the system working out the entire time.
Local talk on 95 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
TJ Trout here, and Albuquerque has been seeing record-breaking heat. So are you tired of sweating and being hot in your home? Do you still have a swamp cooler? Well, Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and AC has an immediate solution for you. Convert to AC now. In most cases, Daniels can have your project executed.
You still have 2 minutes.
Consultation to install. Their install crews are working hard to create comfort for thousands of families across New Mexico. Stop procrastinating and call Daniels today for a no-obligation refrigerated air estimate at 505-898-8860. It's a game changer.
College football fans, DraftKings Sportsbook is hooking you up with a can't-miss offer to start the season. New customers can bet just $5 on college football and score $200 in bonus bets instantly. Anything can happen in college football. The only thing that's a lock is the great offers from DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the code ROAM. New customers can score $200 in bonus bets instantly when they bet just $5 on college football. That's code ROAM only on DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be present in state where lawful to wager. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction, void in Ontario. See dkng.co/football for eligibility, terms, and responsible gaming resources. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions to apply.
No one wants legal problems, but somehow, some way, they seem to find you. Where do you turn when you need help? For more than 40 years, Rudy Chavez has had the people of New Mexico's back. If you're facing a legal issue, you want to have Rudy's experience and compassion in your corner. Call the law offices of Rudy Chavez at 505-242-5500. That's 505-242-5500, or visit rudychavezlaw.com. Contact Rudy today and make your legal problems go away.
All right, team. Apps on the table by 7:30 sharp.
Jalen and his catering company have a lot on
You got 45 seconds.
them to continue climbing up the food chain.
Throughout this event. Hey, Mitch, was that contract for 200 or 250 people?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates, and you can schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from the Indeed dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
It's time to turn up your summertime fun with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea is a smooth, refreshing, real brewed tea with 5% alcohol. So whether you're camping, fishing, or at the beach with friends, don't forget to fill your cooler with those bright yellow cans. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Come armchair quarterback with the opening drive. Weekday mornings starting at 7 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
You were listening. 95.9 FM. AM 610. The Sports Animal. And you know we're the home for Thursday night, Sunday night, and Monday night football. Get your NFL fix right here on the Sports Animal. If you can't be with us at Howie Sports Page in person every Monday, raging at the page with the Monday Night Maniacs, you might as well be listening to the Sports Animal.
Beer, bear, rolls.
Boom. Check out i9sports.com, League Office 280. Keep your kids safe and have a lot of fun doing it. Youth sports programs, Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, Edgewood, surrounding areas. 505-312-4999, League Office 280 at i9sports.com. Friends of the show, if you're not familiar with the I-9 Varsity, what we do is we randomly pick a subject throughout the program. We assign it to our varsity. Our varsity is the best of, the worst of, whatever list we want to make it. It could be your top 5 alive. It could be your Rushmore. It could be your totem pole. But here on the program, if you don't know the program, we do what we want.
Amen.
Today's I-9 Varsity is the I-9 Varsity of 40s in honor of me randomly bringing up brass monkeys. And I will start, and I will cheat, and I will say a Mickey's 40 brass monkey. So if you're not familiar with what a brass monkey is, it's the same drink from the famous Beastie Boys song. And if you thought it was just a random nonsensical song, it is about drinking the neck off of a 40, filling it with orange juice, and you have yourself a little delicious oat soda and fruity surprise. First on my I-9 Varsity of 40s is Mickey's.
It's a good choice.
Thank you.
That's a good one.
Hey, Marie, would you like to bat second?
Yeah, I'm gonna make it easy. And if people were listening last time when I said Old English.
Old English, strong.
Now, before Jake answers, and then before Steve answers, Jake, did you guys drink 40s as children, or was it like the Four Loko? Like,
do you know how many times I've played Edward 40 Hands?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure you're a little young.
Oh no, just because I'm a younger man doesn't mean I have the soul of a young man.
Look at that mustache.
I have drinking plenty of Old English Mickeys, a couple Bud Light 40s.
The Blue Bull.
Yeah.
Some Schlitzes.
And I was pretty good at it.
Yeah,
I was pretty good at it.
Well, okay, so real quick, what was your technique? Did you go sip for sip in each hand, or did you chug one, freed up your hand?
No, the art we played that both had to be done.
Before you free both hands?
Mm-hmm. You can't free one hand.
Do you have a spotter to follow you to the restroom?
That's why you had to drink them quick.
Okay, then. I got you. All right, Steve, what do you got first on your I-9 Varsity of 40s?
Well, Colt 45.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, good choice.
Smart.
Yeah.
For one.
Oh, it's a good one, Steve.
You stole my number one pick.
Sorry.
Colt 45. Shout out to Lando Calrissian.
And Afro Man and Colt
McCoy, who doesn't have a job.
Yeah, for now.
Next on my I-9 Varsity.
Whoa, I got to make my pick.
Oh, my goodness. Please do.
Yeah, whoa, pause.
Okay, no, he was piggybacking.
Oh.
Please.
The best day of the 1940s, September 2nd, 1945, the day World War II ended.
Oh, what an answer. This guy. What an answer. Strong work.
Thank you.
I'll keep it going, slightly less sentimental. And I'll be next on my I-9 Varsity of 40s, I will go Ounces to Freedom. Sublime's hit song, 40 Ounces to Freedom. Did I steal another one of yours, Amory?
No.
Next on my I-9 Varsity, Sublime's one of the jams of the century.
It's a good one.
40 ounces to freedom. Amory, what you got up next?
I'm going Steel Reserve.
Okay, whoa. Muy peligroso.
Still in a little feisty.
Hand me your Brentwood Batty card back. That is hood, girl.
Okay, we didn't drink 40 ounces as Brentwood Baddies.
That's an adult decision you're making.
No, we drank whatever was in our parents' liquor cabinet, which we thought we were sly because we would just put water in it. Or the first shot I ever had with the Brentwood Baddies was Wild Turkey.
Okay, don't drink 40 ounces of Wild Turkey.
No.
No.
Please don't.
Mad Dog.
Steve, what you got up next?
Well, this one's going to come out of left field from you.
I love these.
So out of the list of all-time great baseball players on Bleacher Report by number, the number 40, who wore number 40 was Rick Sutcliffe.
Dude.
Pitcher.
He
Who
is
also played
a dude
for the Albuquerque Dukes.
Great answer.
Good way to tie it in.
All comes together.
Yes.
That's a great answer,
Number
Steve.
40.
Not just any Steve. Steve Palmisano, owner and operator of the Dukes Team Store, which, sorry for the show, we're closed 23 minutes ago.
Yep.
We're here hanging out. You're going to have to catch us next time to pull all that sweet, sweet queso out of Van's pocket because he's giving you 10% off every time we're here. Jake, what you got next?
I'm going with another player that wore a number in the 40s, Troy Polamalu. I think the best player to ever have the number 4 lead.
Any 4?
Yeah.
Oh, my, that's impressive.
Yeah, 43.
Okay, 4-3 is in the 40s. Well done. Absolutely well done.
Thank you. I take my numbers seriously.
I'll switch my order around to piggyback on your answer. I'm going to go 40 exactly. Gale Sayers.
Okay.
Who, Jake, he was past my generation. Definitely past your generation.
I know the name at least.
I would recommend going and watching some highlights because he was a special guy.
Well, I know what I'm doing after this.
Okay.
A nice polar pod plunge watching highlights of Gale Sayers.
He was an icy dude, just like your polar plunge. Hey, Marie?
Okay. I'm gonna switch gears and try to be creative like my
thank
fellow
you.
friend Van, because I never am. I can go in for 40s for days because I'm a lush. But turning 40 this past month, he is the same height and weight as President Donald Trump.
Okay.
Let's give it up for Chris Hemsworth.
All right.
Who turned 40.
6'3", 215.
Woo!
So, you know what the over-under on his weight was? You could bet on it. Over 265.
Are we
265?
Yeah.
I would say under, just a shade.
I said over. I
Yeah?
bet over. Lost $50 on that.
Well,
as president, he was listed at 245, and I think that was even generous.
Yeah.
245?
But they had the weight before he was even there. Anyways. Steve, your next pick?
So getting down to the nitty gritty. So here's one. Sean Kemp.
Ooh.
How many kids he has?
That's a good one.
He also played in the McDonald's All-American.
Is that how many kids he had?
Yes.
Okay.
But he also played as a high school player here in Albuquerque in that McDonald's high school All-American team game.
A
Sean
wealth
Kemp.
of information and factoids.
I learn something new every
So
day.
good.
Number 40.
There's a reason why I chose Tuesdays.
Yeah, because to hang with Steve.
Yeah, exactly.
Bonus, baby.
Jake,
one more?
This is I have 2 low key.
Okay.
I have one too.
The easy one is the 40-yard dash.
Yeah.
That's the easy one.
Yep.
But this one's a little bit of a reach. Still tipping by Mike Jones. Tipping on 4 4s.
Yeah.
Technically, you put 2 4s together, that's 44.
Tipping on Bobo.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Much in the vein of your 40-yard dash, my cleanup hitter would be a member of the 40-40 Club. So last on my I-9 varsity is the 40-40 Club, which Ron Acuna Jr. has a chance to make this year if he drops some bombs because he's already way past 40 steals.
He's got 32 games.
32 games to hit 11 more bombs. He could do it.
It's 40 days until the end of your ice bath.
No, we're doing that daily. That's not stopping. Yeah, that's going to be a
I
lifestyle
appreciate that.
thing.
Incorporated that into your life now.
That's
Marie, you got one more, you said?
I do have one more. In true NFL fashion, I had to do something NFL. Okay, so 40 Super Bowls ago, the Washington Redskins beat the Miami Dolphins.
Is that it?
In Super Bowl 17, which would be 40 Super Bowls ago.
Who was Super Bowl 40?
Oh.
Wasn't that Super Bowl Washington over Miami? Wasn't that one in Miami?
Yes.
I think that was Hunter S. Thompson's Fear and Loathing at the Super Bowl year.
Yeah, the 40th Super Bowl was Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah. And my boy Troy Polamalu was there.
There you go. Bring it back. Good callback.
Ooh.
More NFL talk, and we get back. One more segment before Josh Sushan, voice of the Isotopes, joins us to close out the program. Had a banger of a show today on 2 Men On 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The opening drive with
4 minutes.
JJ Buck.
Richard Pitino is the third-year head coach of Global Men's Basketball.
The beauty of sports is it's not that my job is any more important than anyone else's. Everybody's job is important, but it is a great lesson in life because we have no idea with rules, the way this thing is all evolving, what the future holds. So I'm grateful for today. I'm appreciative of the opportunity that has been given to me, and that's all that we have. Nothing else is promised.
Weekday mornings from 7 till 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
It can happen easily. A few drinks becomes a few too many. It's time to go and you think of calling for a ride home. Nah, what's the worst that could happen? You get pulled over, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
The extracurricular activities, the traffic, the nightly homework, the traffic, the finding time to eat dinner together as a family. The traffic. Back to school can be stressful. Thanks to Ziploc, meal prep doesn't have to be. New Ziploc bags with Stay Open design have a patented stand-up bottom that helps keep the bag upright and a top grease that folds and holds for easy filling, unlocking a second set of hands in the kitchen. If only it unlocked a second set of lanes. New Ziploc brand freezer and storage bags with Stay Open design from SC Johnson, a family company.
It can happen easily. A few drinks becomes a few too many. It's time to go and you think of calling for a ride home. Nah, what's the worst that could happen? You get pulled over, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
TJ Trout here, and Albuquerque has been seeing record-breaking heat. So are you tired of sweating and being hot in your home? Do you still have a swamp cooler? Well, Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and AC has an immediate solution for you. Convert to AC now. In most cases, Daniels can have your project executed in a week from initial consultation to install. Their install crews are working hard to create comfort for thousands of families across New Mexico. Stop procrastinating and call Daniels today for a no-obligation refrigerated air estimate at 505-898-8860. It's a game changer.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
New Mexico has an attractive home football schedule this season, featuring in-state rival New Mexico State on September 16th, as well as conference opponents UNLV and Hawaii. Right now, when you purchase single game tickets to any game for as low as $16, you will receive 50% off the single game price for the home opener versus Tennessee Tech on September 9th. That's any game, and receive Tennessee Tech at half off. That's a crazy deal. But don't wait. Tickets will go fast. Visit golobos.com/tickets to get yours today.
All right, team. Apps on the table by 7:30 sharp.
Jalen and his
45 seconds.
plate.
Really particular
He needs a bigger team to continue climbing up the food chain.
about this event. Hey, Mitch, was that contract for 200 or 250 people?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed, you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates, and you can schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from the Indeed dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
It's time to turn up your summertime fun with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea is a smooth, refreshing, real brewed tea with 5% alcohol. Whether you're camping, fishing, or at the beach with friends, don't forget to fill your cooler with those bright yellow cans. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted. Twisted Tea.
So
Please drink responsibly.
I'm Jeff Symbieta.
make this like a 7-minute segment.
Local players.
Yeah,
Okay,
out at 41.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the breaks are like 4 minutes.
Yep. Welcome back to the program, Duke City. 2 men on 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal. I mean, it doesn't have to be just those two. All right, primarily that's what you're going to listen to. We got it in your earbuds on your smartphone. We're in your car. We're in your house. We're probably very likely in your great uncle or grandparents' house for sure.
But most importantly,
love the radio.
We're in your hearts.
We are in your hearts. We're in your soul. We are okay. I'm going to stop there.
Yeah.
Okay. I might get in real big trouble if I keep this thought process going. So I'm going to stop right there. Also, you could be listening to us in the future on Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud.
That's where most of my boys listen to me.
Yeah,
it's on the podcast.
And we've been doing a fun thing. We've been breaking up the show into segments. So you ain't got to skip around. If you're a big I-9 varsity fan, just go right for the I-9 varsity. If you only want to hear our big-time interviews, cool. You go straight to interviews. You want to go NFL hot takes? You just pick out NFL hot takes. We separating it for you on the interwebs. You're welcome, Duke City. All right, so Dalvin Cook said the Jets have a chance to win the Super Bowl. That's why I'm here. And I'm going to agree with him because they were garbage last year, and they added Aaron Rodgers and Dalvin Cook and some other small pieces. They're no Chiefs, they're no Bills, they're no Bengals, but they're right there, second tier. And if they get in, anything could happen. I'm going to agree with the guy.
You know why Dalvin Cook went to the Jets? Because no one else wanted to sign him.
It was a money thing for sure. Yeah, Miami wanted him. A couple other teams wanted him.
A lot
for
of teams
lesser
wanted
value.
him, yeah.
But you don't want to pay a running back. Let's imagine 10 years ago, 20 years ago, a talent like Jonathan Taylor Thomas is on the trade market. People are going to line up and give away the house for a guy like that. But now we've realized that in the future of the NFL, a passing league, a check down league, it doesn't matter.
We used to be a proper league.
you want to bring back the big running backs?
I support running the ball. It's an important element of the game. It's a big historical part of the game. And next thing you know, with what they're doing, they're going to be wearing flags instead of pads.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
And that's not the football league I want to watch.
Look, brain injuries are going to get worse. Spine injuries are going to get worse.
Heart issues are going to be on the rise.
Heart issues on the rise. Basically, everything is going to be on the rise. And I agree. Yeah, the future of this league is playing flag football to a certain extent.
I hope I'm not alive for that era.
I feel like you will be, Jake. I hope you live a nice, long, rich life with all of your pinky toes.
That's the goal. And that's why I make pinky toe bets, because I'm that confident.
And then if your pinky toes hurt, you can just hop in the ice bath and numb them.
Right.
Numb them a little bit.
I'm a big advocate of the ice bath. If you don't do it at home, folks, you need to try it.
Look, the Jets got weapons. They got Aaron Rodgers, who knows how to spread out the ball. They got Garrett Wilson, who's an absolute stud. He's going to have a huge year. Target him in your fantasy drafts this year. They got a 2 and eventually 3-headed monster at running back with Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook, and eventually a healthy Michael Carter sometime. So they could just pound it down your throat like you like, Jake, talking football.
Yeah.
Don't be nasty. and then you could just pop it right over the top with Aaron Rodgers. Like, I think it's going to work fantastic.
Overrated. I want you to look at the last 5 Super Bowl teams. Were any of them overcrowded rooms with big egos and big superstar personalities? No, it was maybe 2 to 4 guys. This team has too much going on for them.
Even on Hard Knocks.
And they're going to burn out, and they're not ready. Maybe if Aaron Rodgers decides to play the next 2 years of his contract, which he will because he wants that money, maybe, but it's not going to be this year.
I mean, he's got to play at least for a little while till he gets a new ayahuasca plug in New Jersey. He's got to do some due diligence.
And it's way more expensive out there too.
The ayahuasca taxes.
Yeah, uh-huh.
It's a lot in New York.
Yeah, Jersey. Overrated. I think that team is super, super overrated. You can have a team that looks awesome on paper. You can have the world's best team on paper, but what you do on the field and in between the lines, that's what matters. And they're going to have to put up or shut up. And they have so much pressure and so much expectations out the jump. Mm-hmm. It puts this all the pressure off the Buffalo Bills now in that division. If Aaron Rodgers didn't go to the Jets or the AFC East, it would be a whole different conversation about how the Bills need to turn their whole program around, and they have the target on their backs. The Jets have the target on their backs. If anything, this is the best thing for the Buffalo Bills because all the distractions of that issue and the chip on your shoulder for all that, gone now. Buffalo just has to show up and play football, and they're good at that. The Jets have not been.
Here's your reminder that the New York, New Jersey, East Coast Jets were 5-2 last year before their running back got hurt and had to change their offense and start throwing the ball more with 2 and/or 3 absolutely dumpster fire of a quarterbacks. Now they got that same.
I like Mike White.
Cool. He's also a loser. Seems very nice.
He's in Miami now, but I'm just saying, little respect for the one game Mike White could do.
Yeah, okay. He had one 500-yard game, one game, and then he lost every other.
This is a little sarcasm, by the way. I just wanted to give a shout out to Mike White.
Who's their quarterback this year?
Darkness Retreat himself.
Oh, yes. That's
still talking New Jersey Jets. They were 5-2 before Breece Hall went down last year. This year they got a healthy Breece Hall. They got Dalvin Cook, and they'll have Michael. They'll have Michael Carter back eventually as well. So they have the pieces of a great run game. And then if you can establish the run game, Aaron Rodgers can do Aaron Rodgers things with any losers off the street for wide receiver. But they have a stud in Garrett Wilson. They got his best friend, Alan Lazard. They got the ghost of Randall Cobb, and they got sloppy seconds from Kansas City, Mecole Hardman.
Who's the best person in Hard Knocks?
He's hilarious. He is absolutely hilarious. Will be a lot of Hard Knocks talk tomorrow on the program. Absolutely no Hard Knocks for your Albuquerque Isotopes recently, as they are surging back up the standings and putting themselves in playoff contention. And we'll tell you all about it with Voice the Isotopes, Josh Sushan, when we get back. You're listening to 2 Men On 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
Yep.
Saying good morning. It's the best he can do right now. Yeah, not a cloud in the sky. What Mike could use is a fresh start. And Irish Spring Body Wash. The fresh scent of Irish Spring and those sensational Irish Spring suds are just the reset Mike needs. Now he's ready
to go to work.
It's Sunday. Irish Spring. When the spring hits you, you're ready. Pick up Irish Spring today.
Labor Day savings start now at Lowe's. For a limited time, buy one, get one 50% off on select interior and exterior paints and exterior stains via Lowe's gift card rebate. And the savings don't stop there. Save on select 3-quart mums. Right now, just 2 for $12. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 8/30. Mums offer in-store only. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. While supplies last. More terms and exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details.
Nathan's Hot Dogs are back at Blake's. The new large enchilada dogs are made with 100% premium beef with no fillers. Try it classic or with Blake's chili con carne and cheese. You asked and they listened. Available for a limited time at Blake's Lottaburger.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at progressive.com.
Right now at Wendy's, when you buy either a Dave's single, spicy chicken sandwich, medium frosty, or 10-piece nuggets, you can get another for just $1. Your dollar never tasted so good. So it's obvious what everyone will get, right?
Definitely nugs
Spicy
and
chicken
a frosty.
sandwich,
Dave's single and a frosty for me.
And a frosty. Okay, who said frosty and a frosty? Pick your obvious choice. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's, buy one, get one for $1.
Limited time only. Price of participation may vary. U.S. Wendy's, valid for item of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined in a combo or any other offer.
Ruthie, our last summer barbecue is this weekend, and it has to be epic.
Well, Total Wine has this new reposado that'll rock your barbecue. And my favorite Cabernet will make your famous ribs even famous-er.
Yes, just what my last summer barbecue needed.
Wow. And at those low prices, they'll be great for my first fall barbecue.
Ooh, I'll trade you my famous ribs recipe for one of yours.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think of calling for a ride, but nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that could happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone. The results of driving drunk are tragic. That's why law enforcement is out there looking for impaired drivers to save lives. So if you think you're okay to drive after a few drinks, think again. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 biggie bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Yeah, whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 biggie bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price of participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Weekends at the Downs has your favorite games, live music, great dining with 30 screens, and your game's on. Watch and wager on live and simulcast racing, karaoke Wednesdays, and be sure to check out the flea market and other Expo New Mexico events. Only a Casino at the Downs. Albuquerque Downs Racetrack and Casino is hiring, and some positions include a cash bonus.
Josh is ready. We're coming back in 5 seconds.
Beverage and food servers, bar backs, and many more. Join the winning team. Visit AB.
He didn't think he was going to have a job because the Isotopes played so well last week.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a yes.
This is 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
One more short segment until we turn over to Josh Sushan and the Albuquerque Isotopes. What a program today. Thank you so much, Steve Palmisano, for having us at your wonderful store.
Happy to have you. Thanks for
Store in question would, of course, be the Duke's Team Store here on the corner of Central and Carlisle in the Nob Hill Shopping Center. You even stayed late for us, you sweetheart.
Oh, I couldn't leave you here all by yourself.
You don't want us to shut down for you?
I'll leave the key.
Young Jake Cassio crushed it today. Appreciate you so much. You will be back on the program live from Topgolf at the YMCA Charity Golf Tournament.
My goal is to get an on-air swing.
I like that a lot. We can make that happen.
Yeah.
We can make that happen, and I will commentate on it. Amory Castillo back at the studio. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And we missed him. You missed him. I don't know if the Isotopes missed him because they go 5-1 as he was on vacation. Josh Sushan voiced the Isotopes. Welcome back, brother.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I was a little bit worried that I wasn't going to have a job when I came back since the team played so well without me. But it was a very good week away. First time in my life I've ever taken a week off during the season, and it was fun. And I'm super excited to be back though with the boys.
Oklahoma City, more like Oklahoma should have scheduled somebody else last week.
You know, having not watched any part of it, I can tell you this, though, that Oklahoma City has been the Isotopes kryptonite for quite a while, and not just when Oklahoma City was the Dodgers affiliate, but when it was the Astros affiliate before that. Whether it was the Isotopes as the Dodgers and Oklahoma City as the Astros, or the Isotopes as the Rockies and Oklahoma City as the Dodgers, it's been a tough place to play for a long time. It's been a lot of tough losses, a lot of blowout losses. And so to go there and win 5 of 6, and don't forget, a month ago we went there and won 4 of 6. That's a very good AAA team in Oklahoma City. A lot of prospects, a lot of guys in the big leagues. It's a quality roster. A lot of veteran guys who are still really good. To take 5 of 6 is not easy. It was really impressive what they accomplished.
So while you were on vacation, how hard was it for you to not try to look at the stats throughout the week?
It was actually very easy. I would check the box score at the end of the night. I would see how they did, and I would just look at the box score to see and read the recap that either Joe or Forrest would write. But it was very easy. When I'm on break, I'm on break. I'm on break for a reason. I'm not going to spend my break following every pitch. I'll do that when I'm working.
I love that. I'm glad you got your well-needed rest.
I mean, can we break the fourth wall a little bit and talk about your break? Because as far as I know, you've literally never taken time off during your career during the season.
Yeah, first time ever. Well, I turned 50 on Sunday, and so if there ever was a time to do it, it was now. So Bryce National Park for 3 days, Zion National Park for 2 days. Excuse me, Zion for 3, Bryce for 2, then a weekend in Vegas capped off by the Beyonce concert on Sunday. So I packed a lot into 7 days.
I didn't know the Sush was so in the Beyonce that he'd schedule his 50th birthday celebration around Queen Bay.
Well, it was more convenient timing that she happened to schedule her concert around my 50th birthday. It's kind of the way that I prefer to look at it. But I mean, Beyonce is one of those performers where even if you don't know all of her songs or just know a couple of her songs, the show is just beyond spectacular. Everything that she does, it's every single song. The best way to describe it is every single song concludes. And that is the way that most musicians end their concert. You go, wow, that was an incredible grand finale. That is every song for Beyonce.
Well, they call her Queen Bee for a reason.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was amazing. It was at the Raider Stadium, Allegiant Stadium. So you got 60,000 people. And it's actually really cool just to see what a cultural phenomenon she is. All of the ages, all of the races, and everyone's just so happy and just so proud, and everyone's dressed up. They don't care that it's 100 degrees and they're wearing super high, platform shoes, even though you got to walk a long way from the Luxor, from Mandalay just to get there. People don't care. They were dedicated to the outfit, and it was really fun to see that many people just so happy.
So you went from national parks in Utah to Vegas straight to SAC. Do you need me to take your trash out or feed the cat, or is everything okay?
We're going to figure that out when I get home on Monday. For now, we're just going to pretend like none of those problems are problems until they are problems.
Oh, I love pushing off my responsibilities. How do we match up against Sacktown? Can we keep this heater going?
Yeah, I think the number one storyline is that Hunter Goodman got called up, right? I mean, he was the player of the week, even though he only played 4 of the 6 games. He was the player of the week. And I think it was whenever the last Friday was that I was doing the show with you guys live, and I said, enjoy Hunter Goodman because I don't know how much longer he's going to be here. Well, as it turned out, he was only with us for another week after that. He was with us for about 3.5 weeks. So he goes up to the big leagues, and we'll see if the offense can maintain it without him. You got a lot of guys that are hot right now. We're swinging about well. Always a challenge when you get to sea level here in California for the offense. You got Chase Anderson on a rehab assignment tonight. He's supposed to go about 4 innings, maybe 5. So we'll see if we can keep it up. Sacramento fields a lineup that's got a lot of big leaguers, but they're a team that has been below 500 just about the entire season. And we'll see if the boys can keep it going.
So with us having a -5 run differential right now, what do we have to do to turn this around so we can get the second half first place and have that playoff spot?
Well, I mean, Round Rock's got to cool off. I mean, it's unbelievable what Round Rock is. They've won 17 of 18 games. You know how hard it is for a AAA team to win 17 of 18 games? Remember, Round Rock is the Rangers affiliate, and the Rangers have been struggling. So usually when the major league team is struggling, that just leads to chaos on your AAA roster. Round Rock had back-to-back 6-game sweeps. Then they won 5 of 6. And the only game they lost during this run, it was a 13-inning game. I mean, the Topes have been red hot lately, and they haven't picked up any ground in the standings. So you're 5 games back in the standings, but unless Round Rock cools off, you're never going to catch them. So you got to keep playing really well, and you got to hope that Round Rock can come back to earth here.
How does Pilo keep these guys focused? Because, I mean, I'm not going to look past Sacramento. I am a little bit because I want you guys back home so bad. But how do you keep the focus in the clubhouse?
You know, I think you just keep doing the same thing every day. You know, sometimes it's less.
You have 3 minutes.
More words, you know. Hey, we're hot. Just stay with it. You know, just keep on keeping on.
I mean, that's about the best advice one manager can give to his team when you're looking in the face of the hottest team in the history of the friggin' minors, Round Rock. That's got to be discouraging.
Well, you got 2 ways to look at it. You're either discouraged or you say, well, they have to come down to earth at some point, right? Like, so, okay, so they won 17 of 18. Realistically, they're going now. Maybe that means they win 12 of 18 or, 14 of 18. But no team can stay that hot, especially at the AAA level. So there's going to be some, regression to the means. And so when that does happen, you have to be able to capitalize. The bad news is the Topes are not playing Round Rock again the rest of the season. The good news is, here's the other thing too. It's not just Round Rock you got to catch. You got to catch Las Vegas and Tacoma. They're above you as well. And those 3 teams that are
2 minutes
them head to head. But those teams do play one another. And so maybe if they, can cancel each other out a little bit and you get hot and you got a chance.
Yeah, I think 2 games in the PCL isn't as daunting as 5 games to a team that's won 17 out of 18. I mean, that's a little more reasonable. You wish it was Oklahoma City ahead of you, not Round Rock, a team that can sneak in to the playoffs. You'd rather have it be the team who's already there, and then you get second place if it's not first place. I get it. On to Major League Baseball. The Los Angeles Angels did about the dumbest thing you can expect an organization to do, and not taking a king's ransom for Shohei Ohtani and getting a bunch of, I don't know, cast-offs and quadruple A players to shove around them, and they released everyone today not named Shohei Ohtani or Mike Trout. Have you seen such a down-the-stretch failure in your times in baseball?
Man, there's probably been something that's happened like this at some point in time. Certainly within recent times, there's a lot of things the Angels have done that are so different than conventional wisdom. And I'm a person who likes it when teams go against the grain. I don't like a sport in which every front office has the same philosophy and evaluates players the exact same way. I like it when teams have different ways of building their roster. And I'll admit, I'm one of the very few people out there who like the idea that they did not trade Ohtani. I like that they were trying to win. I think that too often in sports we just give up. We're like,
I'm with you, Josh.
5 games, yeah, like 5 games over 2 months. There's no way we can ever do that. I like that they've tried, that they acquired players that. And then the Angels, they're calling up guys who they just drafted a couple of months ago, call them up to the big leagues, and they're aggressively doing, yeah. And then they put 5 guys on waivers today. So, it makes you wonder if there is cohesion within the organization between ownership, GM, scouting, the dugout. It makes you wonder whether there's some panic that's going on or whatever. And I'm not privy to any of those conversations. It's fun to watch from a distance when it's not your team, right?
Congratulations.
It's crazy.
Congratulations, everyone who made a trade with the Angels at the trade deadline. You get their minor league farm system and all of your players back for free. Well done.
That's the Rockies, too.
Sush, who's on the pregame? We're up against it.
Pedro Lopez, we talked about last week and this week.
Welcome back, Sush. You were definitely missed, and we will talk to you tomorrow.
Very good. Thanks, guys. Good to be.
Steve Palmisano, Duke's Team Store, thank you so much. Young Jake Cassio, thank you so much. Amory
Thank you.
Castillo, back at the studio, thank you so much. Friends
Thank
of
you.
the show, all the
10.
texters, all the callers, everyone who showed up
Hi,
at the
Mom.
Duke's Team Store,
5.
thank you so much. You be safe out there, and we'll see you tomorrow, Bouquet.
The Jim Rome Show.
Great job, guys.
Harden wants a new team. It's not even news that Harden wants out of Philadelphia. What is news is his newest